You hear the sound of an intercom come through the stones at the end of the hallway. Greetings, Professors of Fire here. I just want to say thank you for joining us here for the High Harvest Tide Dorm Decoration Contest. Unfortunately, due to a lot of circumstances, one of the rooms will be unavailable. Please do not go there. We have caution tape. But anyways, please enjoy. Make your way through the halls, except for Hall C. And just do not go there, please. As you look, make sure you have your scorecards as you make your judges' sheets ready.
Which dorm do you think he was talking about?
This is all.
It was definitely ours.
Well, we're Hall C, so...
Oh, right.
Fer's gonna take off her hazmat suit and be like, I get that we were going for the crime scene look, but did you have to use actual intestines?
I mean, they were there in the classroom. I just borrowed them.
I mean, it was pretty grisly.
S is for stealing, T is for testins, E is for N.
That's not how you spell test.
M is for murder. It just made sense.
T is for what now?
Testins.
I guess they would be testins because they're not internal
E is
testins
for
now.
N, so N testins.
No.
No.
That's not right.
No.
M is for murder?
M is for murder, yes.
How does that
M
make
is-
anyone better?
I mean, at least that actually is the letter you would use for it, but...
So is this for stealing?
You know, I did hear that
Yeah, but
Shazu is dressed up in a maid's costume down the hall.
Well, now I know where we have to go.
Right.
We gotta make fun of him, right? We gotta give him some shit.
Unless it's crying over spilled milk.
Or testins.
Or intestines.
We have time to
God.
change. This
No, let's go!
This catsuit's kind of hot.
They
Yes, it
You
is.
have
You
to
look
be a criminal.
fantastic.
I mean, there is caution
We should
tape
put
on
a
our
criminal
door. I
inside.
don't think we can go in there anymore.
I mean, criminals are hot, I guess.
And I'm just a tree. I wonder if Melly's gonna think I'm part of his family.
Yeah,
I think
Actually,
you're
I don't
part
wanna
of his family. Tree.
Like, even as you turn to the dorms, like, should I change? There's a professor, Rooks of the Bears, and please keep going. For the love of all the gods, keep going.
To the Minute Cafe!
it even kind of smells like blood in here.
Oh, I got a little on me.
Oops.
You make your way to a couple hallways down, and you see the room where you have seen Grayson, Thorhan, Shazu, and Aurora.
Roy's gonna get a maid costume. That's hot as hell.
I don't know, Thorhan busting at the seams.
Thorhan always looks that way, though.
Is
I'm
that
pretty
like
sure that dude
everything?
just buys shirts that are like 2 sizes too small
Good
for
for
him.
him.
As you're making your way
I mean,
there,
it works for him, but it's not anything you haven't seen everywhere
Less
else.
material.
a bunch of people start rushing behind you, like trying to get in line for it, because you guys got there at the perfect time, right before the line forms. So you like
We'd better go in.
hustle away in there, and as you walk in, this beautiful maid cafe opens itself to you.
Where'd they get all this lace?
Wow, they worked really hard.
This is a lot of lace.
Imagine if we used half as much non-intestines as they did lice.
As you say that, you accidentally bump into a hulking, bulging Goliath in their maid
Thank God.
costume, their pecs just completely making the strap almost pop off.
Oh my god.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hello!
May I
Table for 4.
take your order?
Yeah, what would you recommend?
He does the Dwayne Johnson peck bounce.
Uh-huh.
I'd like that.
I'm mostly thirsty. Can I get water?
Absolutely. Grayson!
Oh my god, here we go.
You see Grayson start walking over there, and like they've actually dyed their hair more of like this, the black and white skunk pattern to kind of go with the black and white of the maid outfit, and they kind of like walk over there. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. Oh fuck. Water. Water. And it starts pouring. Hands you the water.
Grab your hands.
Oh, yep, grab your hands. Okay.
Sup, nerd?
See it. And just starts walking away.
It's a good look for you, Tiger.
You look so good.
I wasn't
Isn't it?
waiting
And you
for
see
that.
Aurora in the nice, just slim-fitting tuxedo beautiful lapel, just like there's a black, like, you know, almost like satin, like finish to it. I'm looking over. Love the cats.
Yeah, your outfit looks great too. Thank you.
That's great.
Snacks.
You're sweating.
Is this what it's like to be fire enchanted like Vassy? Holy shit.
Their dining room has
No,
been
your
set
clothes
up
are
with
attacked.
these like kitchen tables, like
Thank
these
God.
like dining tables and stuff like that. And there you see Shazu bending over in this maid outfit, and when they're dusting the table off, they look beautiful.
I know we came here to make fun of him, but Jesus Christ.
I don't
Jesus
think we should
fucking
ever make
Christ.
fun of him again.
Look at those. Look at that cake. And I'm not talking about the food. He's bending over after.
Uh-huh.
He's in a maid costume.
Yeah,
Just because
that
you have
skirt
been
is
looking
really
at-
short.
It is a very short
Fair.
skirt. Little stockings up the
It's,
calves
it's,
are nice.
it's
too.
very fair. I am distracted. I'm not looking at Shazu.
You can't even see his cake, not looking.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of like Faerun.
There's no way it's one
And
of
you
those.
just hear like because like the hazmat suit.
And for good measure, Astra being like, is this what it feels like to be fire resistant? No, your clothes are still on. Vassy catches fire.
Shazu just turns over. So,
It's up to you.
Hey, can you take my order?
absolutely, we want. He's just owning it, by the way. Like he's
Come
just,
closer.
Yeah. How's it going?
It's going really good now.
Can TV for touching?
Hey, as far as I care, you make that up.
And as he
No
takes
touching.
and he takes your guys' order. And welcome to Lizard's Locations, Strixhaven, Syllabus of Shenanigans. This is session 29 as we get situated here. Kat, who's our sponsor today?
I just want to point out, I could have said, can S be for stroking?
But you didn't.
I didn't.
Oh, we did.
I mean, you just did that thing. Now.
Anyway,
If
You know-
Vassy was smarter, I would have said it.
you know who is a really great supporter of our show and who makes some really, that's too many reallys, but true,
No.
accurate, beautiful things. I kind of got stuck on the word really.
You can do it. I believe in you.
You're still stuck on it.
But anyway, Druidcraft Woodworks,
But really.
really great stuff.
Just
Really?
stuck.
He makes TTRPG accessories. And lately, he and his daughter have been making these like little planter baskets.
They're awesome too. Yeah. Isn't he like usually like give her like scraps of wood
I think
to
he's
do
using
it?
scraps of the
Yeah.
wood because they're like these little chunky things that like go together like wooden. It's cute.
He's been taking them to market and they've been selling out. He's
I
said
keep,
that he'll-
I keep
yeah.
thinking about getting one for my mom because she loves plants lately.
Oh, that's good.
She doesn't always. They don't always grow, so then she just buys new plants.
Oh, look at that. Nate, what is that you have there? It's some
My little-
gorgeous wood.
My little shelf for something like an elf.
And you can
No.
put stuff underneath it. You can put stuff on top of it.
That's right.
It's just so nice. You can type while having stuff on top.
Look! I have the lid to my box.
The lid
My
to your
box
box.
is full of dice over there. So
Oh, is
you can
that
only see
purple
the
heart I
lid.
see there, Andrew?
It is.
Yeah, he even
Purple
makes
and
wooden dice too. If you like wooden dice, which I do. All the wood for your pleasure.
I'm not a fan of wooden dice for the texture of it, but they are very pretty.
Yeah. It's wood for your pleasure.
It'll roll better than it just rolled for me, I promise.
You
Well-
can't promise anything on the sword. You have no authority over something.
No authority.
You know who has authority over
Me.
wood? Chris.
Chris
Not
does have
over
authority
wood.
over wood.
I've always been really bad at woodworking. We had to do stuff in studio where we would like go down to the wood shop and make models. We're real bad, guys.
That's what the kids call it, the wood shop.
Ha! Got him.
I'll show you a wood shop.
Yes, he will.
Shop your wood.
On that note, check this out. Cue the intro. Previously on Strixhaven, Syllabus of Shenanigans, our Strix U gals continued their exploration throughout the Witchlight Carnival. You guys were able to visit the Hall of Illusions, among other places like the Gondola Lake. You guys have done the Mystery Mine already. You guys have done the some of you guys have done the Dragonfly, kind of stuff. You've done catch the Fey Dragon by its tail, I think is what it was, not its tail. Yeah. You guys were able to stop a pignapping from Sal Pig as they were trying to pull this halfling that was under the curse of Tajazidi's laughter. And they were trying to pull them through this mirror in the Hall of Illusion. So you guys were able to stop them. Sal Pig ran away. They just kept going through the mirror. You were able to meet a couple of people that were pretty important, like Durley, and you've seen Kettlestream. That would have been... I don't think Ragdor actually got to meet Kettlestream, but Farah got to meet Kettlestream after saving this dwarf from falling off a dragonfly. And you guys, due to you guys being scattered, weren't able to really communicate with each other, and it led to Vassie and Greta, of all people, being able to pull off the heist that would make Ocean's 11 look like losers. And so you were able to get not only Mr. Witch's watch, but also Mr. Light's vein, which is extremely impressive. Natural 20s were done. Natural 1s were also done. But with that being said, we pick up just before midnight at the carnival.
I assume I'm still hoofing it.
Yeah, at this point, you have just left the, we'll call it the staff area, right? Where all those, wagons were and stuff like that. We're kind of behind the scenes where the Lost and Found and stuff like that, which is actually near the Lost and Found area, to be fair. At this point, Ragdor was still talking to a dwarf over on the lily pads where the dragonflies were, but we did get to the point where Farah met up with Aurora as well as Astra as they met up at one point. So you were able to relay some of the information that you got from Kettlestream. You have not met up, though, with the rest of our companions. So that's kind of where we're at.
I have one mission and one mission only. Find Astra.
How would you like to go about doing it?
Well, this is not the first time that I have separated from Astra and done something stupid to help us selfishly. However,
it will not be the last.
It certainly will not. You can guarantee that. It is, however, the first time I've done it without coordinating with Astra first and coordinating a rendezvous point. Not that I can say rendezvous, but the rendezvous is probably what she says.
The rendezvous, yes.
The rendezvous.
As it's affectionately known.
And...
Rendezvous.
Yeah, because I just read it, and I'm like, rendezvous. So, I normally would just find a location, stake it out, lay low. We didn't make up one, because I didn't talk to her about it, because I did this on my own. So instead, I'm going to do something I've never done in this circumstance, which is use our other technique for fighting each other in a crowd because we're short.
Okay.
And usually this is, Astra says it's a terrible, terrible idea, and that I should never do it if I'm doing something bad because it calls attention to myself. However, I need to find her ASAP, because I didn't think this far. And I need brains.
Yes, we all do.
So I am going to try to find the middle ground between just yelling bird calls in the middle of the crowd and laying low because I know I've just done something extremely inadvisable.
Okay, so you're gonna make bird calls.
I need to make bird calls.
Okay.
So, I noticed that there are intercoms. And I think...
There's actually like these magic stones that you could use, yeah.
I see magic stones. I know that they talk to people. I know that Astra needs to find me. And I know that there are children here. And I'm thinking... Maybe I tell Astra with the intercom, but how? And I'm just hoping.
Okay. So you're gonna make your way to find one of these magic stones, try to use it.
Yeah, but I don't know how they work at all.
Okay. So you're able to, well, one, just real quick, make a perception check to see which one, like, would be the best one to go to.
Oh boy, I'm not good at that. Ooh, I rolled really well though. 18.
18. Yeah, you're able to find, because you were next to that staff area, you know there would definitely be some stones in that area, and so you look over to like probably like northeast where you're coming from before, and you see like these circle of stones kind of thing, and they have labels on, like in the area, and essentially each stone is tied to an intercom section of the whole of an area, or there's one in the center that just says Witchlight.
I signal to Greta in a way that I hope means stay back.
She just looks to you and is like,
Holds up a 1. 1 second. And I run to the one that says all. And I don't hesitate.
okay.
I grab it. I go, is this thing on? And do I hear it?
Yeah, you. Shit, is this thing on?
Oh, cool.
Oh, cool.
Lightning to fire, lightning to fire.
Yeah, it's very easy to hear. You don't even have to run. Yeah, you would definitely perceive this. And it's recognizable voice too.
Yeah, I know who
Yeah.
it is. I knew who it was when I heard, "Is this thing on?" I'm like, oh no.
Rondibus, and I look at a map and I see that they're numbered, and I say, I want her to meet me at 12, so I say 13, and I put it down and I run.
On purpose, you choose the wrong one, or
I pick the one right next to it, yeah.
the one next to it.
Just in case the guards come looking for me at 12.
Okay. Ooh, interesting. Okay.
Because I have done getaways before.
Yeah. Do we have the map up there for you guys, or no? Right?
No.
You don't. Okay.
I don't even know if it's numbered.
Yeah, it's not. That helps.
Does it not have numbers?
I don't think so. Let me double check.
No, it's just labeled.
Yeah,
Oh.
I think it's.
You know what? I just picked a number, and I am trying to use twin powers.
Let me make an insight check.
I picked 13 because it's your favorite number because you have good luck.
Yeah.
But you're supposed
We'll
to
say
know that
that-
she meant one back.
We'll say the maps that you guys have obviously have numbers
That-
on them,
I
so
mean,
we'll do that.
If that is true, she would have gotten that from me, so yeah, that does make sense.
Yes, that is absolutely something I would have gotten.
Yeah.
Insight with advantage because I'm trying to insight my twin.
Okay. I'm counting down all the way to. I'm just doing it in alphabetical order numbers.
That's hysterical.
Okay. Well, that's not great. Okay. Just
Oh no! What is it?
Silver Song Lake.
The lake?
That's where
Yeah.
Right where I go bigger.
Rendezvous where you're currently at.
To be fair, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Efficient.
Nope.
Makes it easy on me.
Alright, so you're doing a perception. Are you doing an
insight
insight
check
check?
with
Okay.
advantage because I'm trying to insight fasting.
Okay.
Halfway to the rendezvous, I go, fuck, I could have used the monergy.
From RG.
She didn't know it.
Double 9s, so 13.
Alright, 13. Yeah, you're able to kind of figure out that you're like looking at the map. You're like,
To be fair, even if I don't understand what she's saying, I don't
Yeah.
have to go in there.
yeah, you're like looking at the map and like, guess I'll just stay in this area.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Like, well, this is 13, and this is 12. I definitely will see her if she goes to 13, but I doubt she will. So,
yeah. You're like, maybe she means to go 12. Maybe she means like not, you know, maybe like, you know,
yeah.
like you're like inside, like maybe she meant to go to a different one, but yeah, I'm in a good spot. I should be able to see it regardless.
It's like, okay.
So yeah, when I run, I gesture for Greta, and I,
She still is
hoof it.
holding up the one and just like looking around.
Yeah, and I go, and then I hoof it.
And she like points and she starts falling around with you. Alright, so you make your way that way. Cotton, what are you doing currently?
Oh, well.
And you would have heard this intercom message as well, because you chose to do the whole park one.
Yes, I fucking
Yeah.
did.
So, like, Melly and I were having a cute time, and it was definitely more my goal to, like, make out with Melly.
Which is usually really common after talking about, you know, kidnapped displacer beasts and how you're gonna bring back the head of the person who stole it. Yeah.
Murder is sexy.
Yeah.
What do you want from me?
Usually where my brain goes.
That's why I steal cadavers from classrooms.
Bessie, I don't want to draw attention to myself.
I know.
Draws the most attention to herself.
But since Vassie came on the intercom, I guess we'll put the making out plans on hold. And
Hey, you're not lightning.
no, but I figure we should all be a group because we're better together. Besties unite. But I don't really know if I know what number 13 is. And I definitely wouldn't know to go to number 12. Would I know what number 13 is?
I mean,
If you have a map.
she said to go to 12.
No, she said go to 13.
I think you said go to 13.
I said rendezvous number 13.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was rendezvous at 12, but that meant go to 13.
No,
Well, I could be wrong.
I did the other way, I think.
Okay.
She said 13.
The viewers know.
Yeah. Yeah. So you would know because you've seen the map so many times in your time.
I go to number 13.
Okay. Very good.
You know, Melly, apparently there's something going down at number 13. I think we should be involved. Let's go.
I've always heard it's a lucky number.
I haven't heard that, but you know what? Who cares? Let's go.
Okay, well, I will follow.
Yay.
And at this point, you had met up already with them, so are you just gonna stay put as well with Astra?
She's just gonna go like, was that it?
Yeah.
13.
Don't worry about it.
It's like looking up in the
All right, I'll have everybody make perception checks to see if you guys can see the others coming and or looking for what you're looking for.
To
So
be fair, I'm hoofing it, but I am tiny.
okay, no.
So, and I am trying to be secretive, so I'm probably ducking in.
I would say, and to be honest, I would give you disadvantage also because you're at an increased pace
Oh,
right
yeah.
now, so that would affect your perception
Literally.
of looking.
Thinking of like Kronk like jumping around like.
We're all
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I rolled really well if I was doing advantage, and I'm doing disadvantage.
No, no.
Oops. That's fine. It's not my first.
All right, what we got over here, Nate? 8. Okay.
Dude.
19.
19's a good roll.
3.
3.
Also 8.
Also 8. Yeah. So for Farah and Astra, you guys are kind of like looking around, and you kind of something catches your attention, and it's essentially the clock sound of it striking midnight, as you're like hearing like that kind of resonant sound of the bells taking place. Which you've been to the Witchlight before, so you know that this is when they start to close down the circus. They get ready to do the big monarch situation, find out who is the Witchlight Monarch, right? So that kind of distracts both of you too. Okay. For you, you're sliding and ducking under people's legs, going in between, kind of thing. Grabbing a piece of candy while you can, like you're just kind of grabbing stuff. You cannot see anything. You just see hips and under.
Yep.
Right, you know what I mean? And so you're like, nope, I don't see face because we would be face level, because you're the same height. Regardless, for Cotton, you are making your way, and you see Vassie just kind of getting like circled, like people are just like kind of like cutting her off, and so you see Vassie ahead of you.
You know what, Melly? It might be better to just meet up with Vassie now.
I just hope she doesn't get stepped on.
I think we could protect her from that, and I let myself grow a little bit bigger so that I'm more intimidating.
He does the same thing, gets a little taller as well.
What the hell are you two doing?
Sees them across the way. What?
Let's go protect our little friend.
Just start seeing him take like big strides as this
Excuse
big
me,
tree
pardon
starts
me,
walking
excuse
towards
me.
you guys. He picks you and scoops you up, puts you on his shoulder, and who's like,
Give that to me.
that way. And he sees essentially Astra, who's just like, oh, they're all gathering that way. Because you notice people starting to gather back where the big top
Oh, if I
was.
see the big tree, then yeah.
Yeah, you got like you see the big top, but then you're like, oh, that's a big tree. Yeah, I'm gonna see that. So
When he picks me
I
up,
turn over like this seems like they're just showing off.
when he picks me up, there's a moment where I go, fuck! And then I realize it's Melly, and I go, oh, okay.
Alright, so you guys have all gathered near the Silver Song Lake, which is where the gondolas are, or the swan gondolas.
I thought you said 13.
I was lying.
Oh.
You wouldn't know what 13 is anyway.
The map says the 13 is...
Oh, we did find the map though?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Well, she doesn't need a map because she's worked here.
I know exactly where number 13 is. It's...
13. Give me 1 second. Was the Hall of Illusions.
It's the Hall of Illusions. Duh.
So I parkour down from Melly and slide over to Astra, and I'm like, I did something stupid.
Oh no.
What?
I go to pull it out, and then I'm like,
Wait for me! Wait for me! As Greta still, she get picked up, like starts like running towards you guys, scoots over. We did something stupid.
I'm aware.
Oh no.
Were you telling the story?
yeah.
I interrupted. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
You do it. You
Yeah,
do it better
yeah,
than me.
I got you. And I go pull it out, and then I look around, and I'm like,
It was crazy.
I hold my bag over instead.
Okay. So
What's in there?
in there, the most noticeable thing is the staff that's kind of like poking out as the witch. It's light
Oh,
thing.
shit.
Oh.
And then
Oh, shit.
you've kind of like tied the chain of the pocket watch around the staff. So there's the Mr. Witch's watch,
That's
which is
like
extremely
really-
beautiful gold and intricately
That's
detailed
like really
with
hard to
little bits
steal.
of like ebony that have been like put into it as well. Like almost like stones.
Bassy,
Yes.
I put it back in the bag.
why do you have it?
Yeah.
That's the most recognizable trinket in this entire freaking.
I mean, we could also wrap it around my wrist and pretend it's my tattoo.
No.
I just have a question.
Yeah.
Why?
Somebody said that we needed something to bargain with, I think. This is my bag.
And that's where you've been this whole time?
Yeah, you're welcome.
It's really quite impressive.
I mean,
It is
I'm actually very impressed that you have them. Like, well done.
I tried to take that watch when I was like 6 or something. It did not go well.
Wait, you didn't.
No.
No.
No, he's still alive. They're both alive. They didn't even notice.
That's
They just
even
left it there.
harder.
Yeah, I may have
Murder sword.
knocked their whole thing over though.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
it's on the side. We went wagon tipping.
Yeah.
That's really
Is there
cool.
like any kind of bustle of like people like running by?
Actually, I was about to ask you something. What are you guys' passive perceptions, just so I can have an idea here?
Low.
11!
11 for Cotton, 11 for Faerun.
Yeah.
What's Astra's?
11.
And Vassie.
11.
Wow.
That's
wild.
Okay, I don't think we ever had that.
Usually I'm more.
Sounds like
conscious
we all
and
have
has
a-
high wisdom scores.
Looks like we all have a wisdom +1.
This is the Andrew character. Okay.
I'm really only good at
Okay.
charisma.
With an 11, you know, most of the bustling sound, like like the kind of like the sounds are like kind of filling the whole Witchlight Carnival, are really people heading over to the tent. There's the faintest, like, I would say, I'll give you a perception check with advantage, like an active one, because the voice is somewhat familiar for you. I mean, you guys have all probably heard this voice, obviously, but like, this is a very familiar voice to you.
14.
14. The voice of Palasha is kind of like, you can hear it cutting through that melodic, just beautiful voice, as she seems to be doing like a divination spell, looking, and you can hear the enchanting of it in the background. She seems to be doing a divination spell.
But I can't tell what she's looking for.
You can
The
probably
word,
guess.
The word, what return what is lost.
Okay, guys, we should really either return those or find somewhere to hide them that's safe.
and you would know, obviously, and you would know this as well, Farah, that and they've mentioned to you guys as well, that vein tells them who wins. So they're about to have the crowning of the Witchlight Monarch, and they can't pick the winner without it.
You really picked the worst time to steal these.
What are you talking about? I picked the best time to steal these.
Well, I suppose they didn't need it.
This is the highest leverage situation we could possibly ask for. If we wanted answers for whatever questions we have, and they need the thing, yeah, this is the time to do it.
I think this is the first time I've forced. I might be strong, but we're tiny. We've had to do stuff.
You know what the biggest, and like I said, the biggest thing that you need when you're this small is leverage.
Yeah, that.
Like when you're on top, never mind.
Yes.
Melly speaks up. I don't feel good about stealing.
Nothing is stealing so
Do we need them? We need to get to Prismeer, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
So we're going to use these to get to Prismeer?
No.
We're not.
There's a phrase to say at the mirror in the Hall of Illusions.
There's a phrase.
Mm-hmm.
How do
These
you know
are
this?
more-
Have you used it before?
No. I had a conversation with a neutral.
Oh,
Oh,
that's right. You've been to the carnival before. That makes sense.
I didn't know that. That's why I stole the things.
you know what? I didn't know it either.
I learned it today.
Oh. Well,
Aurora's just like, you guys do some weird shit.
thanks.
I mean, I'm into it. It's just like it's. You know.
Thanks.
That's why she's into you. Elbow.
So, all right. Aurora's like, so what's the play? What do we do?
Well, that's why I came to find you guys, because I didn't think this far.
Well,
If
It just depends on what information we require now, because we know how to get to Prismeer. The question is Prismeer having influence over the carnival just what we're trying to figure out anyway? There's no way to there's no way to know what information we lack. So the only way to know if we know the things that we need to know is to ask Witch and Light if that's the information we need.
Sure, but remember, well, wait, I don't know if I remember if I was there. Because it was the, we were, like, they have like, bodyguards and stuff, but clearly there was, like,
Burley and Thaco are the main bodyguards.
yeah.
There are other safety security things, but you would know that would be more of a cotton thing.
well, I mean, Mr. Witch did say that he's got the pig nappings all taken care of, but it didn't really look that way because somebody was being pignapped while we watched.
You told us that, and this is Melly talking, that Kettlestream was the one doing the pig nappings. That's what
Which
Witch told you.
Doesn't make sense really because he's a Kenku and that doesn't really sound like pig napping.
And Melly kind of goes,
Bird napping.
Cotton and I met a beautiful displacement beast. Durley, you
I
called
love
them.
that.
Their child was taken, but they said it wasn't Kettlestream. They thought Kettlestream was a good person. I've never met Kettlestream, so I cannot vouch for them. But they said that Kettlestream used to work here.
Do I
took the
remember Kettlestream working there?
You didn't, because you rolled a while ago, and essentially your roll to make a note of it was that you heard that they worked here, but they were in a different crowd than you.
I mean, but he's like a bird, so wouldn't it be bird napping? And we're specifically looking into pig nappings.
And Durley knew about Sow Pig.
The pig napping.
You-
Pig napper.
You don't know Sow. Sow Pig is not the one you talk to, is it?
I didn't talk to someone.
You have to Kettlestream. Yeah.
No.
You talk to Kettlestream.
Yeah, but we don't know that.
Yeah.
Only people know that would be Farah and Astra. And I guess Aurora.
He was also hearing us.
Okay.
Bassie only knows that she tipped a thing.
Yes.
and got
Yes,
some
this is
stuff.
all new information for you right now. Yeah.
Bassie's an info overload.
Is
And also
Blasha
kind of looking over her shoulder.
still casting her spell?
I rolled the first time, it didn't go well. No, she's no longer casting.
I should really hurry this along.
The bag you have it in, what is it in? What kind of bag is that?
Just a regular bag.
Okay.
Like a gift bag.
We should bring these back before one, Vassy has a heart attack over anxiety, and two, just because there's really no reason for us to keep it.
Here's my thought. Okay, we're going to Prismeer.
The
Prismeer-
ground is shaking because you're thumping your foot.
You're telling me I did all this for nothing?
No, for something.
We're going to prison.
So here's my thought. Okay, we're going to Prismeer to find a disgraced carnival. What are they called?
Sorry, the what? The
Like, she used to be part of the carnival. She used to lead the carnival, right?
who's Zabilna?
Sibyl?
No, Zabilna is the archfey of all of Prismeer. Like she's the leader of Prismeer.
She's the leader.
She's essentially think of her as like almost like a deity, not quite, that was in charge of that whole plane.
Okay.
Yeah, she helped create the carnival originally back in the day.
My thought is, Prismeer can be kind of dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
So having these trinkets on us does provide a safety net because it would be looking for them.
You would know, and you would know, Cotton, that they would not be able to pack up this carnival unless they had the watch specifically. Just so you know.
Also, if we keep the watch, it means that the carnival will still be here when we try to come back.
Okay. So we should keep it. So you're saying we should keep it.
I'm saying this is probably a safety net.
True.
So do we need the vein for anything?
More. It's.
I asked my brain.
What?
Is it doing to my
Vane
brain?
is literally just there to track the emotions. You know that. You guys would all know that. You
It's
guys would
really
know.
just an emotional, empathetic, like, weather vane.
So
Everything
you don't
else
need
runs on
anything
the watch.
else from the vein.
Apparently not.
Well, then I'm
If
gonna do another stupid thing.
if we have
Such
them
as what?
both,
If you have them both,
then I feel like it would keep both of them vested in tracking us down.
I mean, I feel like Mr. Witch is pretty invested in Mr. Light. So if Mr. Light was invested in tracking us down and staying here, then Mr. Witch would be invested in it.
Would
I'm more concerned by the fact that they just need to do the carnival thing where they tell us who wins. Because I want to know who wins.
But we won't be here.
That's fine. We'll find out eventually.
I need one.
Exactly. I want to.
That's
I'm
why
invested in her winning.
that was the other stupid thing I was gonna do.
Win?
Go to the performance.
Make a entrance.
I don't know, you might lose points by having it.
I have never lost points by being myself.
Faerun.
Alright.
In my opinion, it's like going cave diving with an actual harness.
Well, here's the important question. Have you been to Prismeer before?
adjacent.
What's the time dilation difference? Like if we go in there and we're there for like 30 minutes, how long is that equate to here?
You want to do a history check for me?
I don't know if I
With
would
advantage,
know that.
you would know. You would have advantage on how this stuff works, and you would well as well, Cotton. You both being Fae.
What do you all find?
you
What
would
do you all
understand
have it
that well.
for? It's a valid question.
You said investigation?
No, it's not
History.
that. I don't know if I would know.
I don't think I would know either. I would just think it's magical time only bullshit. Where the fuck is history? There we go.
See a what?
8.
12.
With an 8, you know that time is just, I don't know. You're like, time could change. It could be the same.
I mean,
For-
time has never really meant a
For
lot to
12,
me.
you said?
Yeah.
With a 12, you would know that because you've entered and exited the Fae before, obviously. So for you would know that time can change, but it can also be bargained for by creatures of power. With that being said, that's a huge power. Like that is something that is extremely difficult to be able to obtain.
I mean, we're super
So-
powerful.
Time could or could not change.
Yeah.
But then bargaining for, like, the change.
Yeah, there's no constant. There's no constant. How many seconds of this equals this many?
But it's
you know,
always forward?
It is always forward. Yeah.
While everyone's talking, Vax is gonna reach into the bag and pull the stopwatch out.
Okay.
And tuck it into like a pocket in her shirt and conceal it somewhere else.
It's interesting. You're gonna put a pocket watch in a pocket.
Mm-hmm.
I just like that you're putting it
Brown
on
breaker
clothes
over here.
that often get burnt off.
Don't worry about it.
All right. So you separate those two.
Yeah,
Okay.
so if they come and take my bag,
Good enough.
then they'll take the vein, which we need less. And I dare them to fucking take the watch off of my body.
All right.
I dare them to take the watch off of my body. It's a tattoo.
Aurora at this point goes, okay, I feel like we have two items. We have a way to get there already, but we also, it seems like we want to get information from Witch and Light. Is that is that what we need before we go to Prismeer, or we just,
That's why I got it.
okay.
Or we could just keep them as backups. And just go to Prismeer.
What we should do, I think, is we should split up.
You want to split the party?
I'm just... Pogo, I've heard. I'm doing it to get rid of the NPCs.
You read my mind.
So, we could have Greta, Aurora, Melly take the vein back so that nothing else is disturbed in the carnival. We don't want to cause a big disturbance. But, as a reward, ask them what happened with the Kenku, I forget. Kettle Stream.
Yep.
That way we'll have the information we need to when we get back, but we won't delay any more than we need to because we really should go to Prismeer before someone else gets kidnapped.
To be fair, they are distracted right now, right? They're all waiting to see who's going to be the monarch.
Mm.
So this would be the best time to do it. If we bring back the vein, we kind of look better than worse.
Exactly. And like, I trust you guys to get that done.
She hands it to Melly. She doesn't have it yet, but she's like, Melly, I think you should be the one to return it. Melithorn grabs. You want you're keeping the bag, so let's take the vein. And he kind of like, you see like part of his bark kind of like open up, and he kind of just conceals it.
That's convenient.
That's
If I don't
So
win, it's
cool.
rigged.
Thank you to be on this plane to win.
Rigged.
Who made that decision?
I think the magic of the vein.
The vein does. The Feywild vein doesn't have multi-dimension broadband.
Guess
No,
no.
no.
Either way, let's
Greta goes, so we'll take it to the we'll take it straight to the big top.
Mhm.
We'll deliver it to them. Say, what do we say? We found it.
Yes. Not that you took it, that you found it in
I
the
shouldn't
woods.
talk. I'm just being honest. I was there when it was stolen, so like
I think you're correct.
I shouldn't talk.
You
Correct.
just found it out in the...
Aurora's like, I'll talk.
I was.
I'll talk. Melly, you present it. You keep it. You're keeping it hidden. It's like it's kind of weird actually, but it's cool. Which is,
It's
I
really
wish I could do
odd.
that, but like it's a little weird.
You can
You're
hide
putting
me.
it in your body. I just want to say that. Like that's what's happening right now.
And can we go get Ragnar? He's been talking for. Oh my god,
Like,
he's still talking.
You look off to the distance. There's this lily pad. Like you just hear the, oh, you're from, oh, yeah, like just and they're like,
It seems like he's having a good time.
Just if you could just get him at some point.
Yeah, we won't leave him here.
At some point.
Well, we might, because we're gonna go...
there's just a slight little. You
Not
see the
after we
faintest
get
little
back.
squirrel just like tapping its wrist. Oh, like I gotta get people on the dragonfly. Let's go.
But yeah.
He's like, ah, damn it! Sniffs himself.
That's the squirrel that canonically has drugs and a fanny pack, by the way.
Yes. That's
All right, Greta, you go get Ragnar. It's not because it's a dwarven thing. Just
It's a door.
I'm going to be the one talking. So and honestly, if you're not here, it's actually better. Just being honest. I'm going to take Melly We'll take care of this part. It'll be all good. You guys are going to. You guys going to Hall of Illusions?
Yeah.
Okay. And you know what to say. Don't die. Okay.
I prefer not to.
That was on the agenda, yeah.
I'll make a ballad for you.
That'd be really cool.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah. It'll be a rock ballad.
Well, now I want to die.
Or
Stop.
Okay, it's gonna be.
it'll be like yacht rock though.
Ew.
That way you don't want to die.
Well, that's not cool.
Okay.
Like, what?
That way she doesn't want to
Yacht rock.
die. Yacht rock.
What the fuck is yacht?
Dad wrote the boat.
Yeah.
Oh, yacht. Okay, gotcha.
Because people of older generations can afford yachts.
If
While
you say,
we're
if
trying
you,
to afford
if you
houses.
say so, if you fucking say so. Yeah. I've never heard the term yacht rock before.
I have.
All right.
I just figured it was lame rock.
I mean, it is.
Elevator rock. Looks like elevator
I
rock.
wish there was elevator rock. I was making it like, okay, quick poll.
Yeah, you're good.
I was annoyed the other day because I was like, we need to bring back elevator music because we've memed it so hard that nobody does it anymore because like nobody wants elevator music. But you know what's
Everybody
more
wants
awkward
elevator
is sitting in an elevator with people you don't know
Without
just
smooth jazz
looking
playing.
at each other.
Yeah.
and you're
In
just like,
silence.
Yeah.
It's just fucking awkward. Bring back elevator music. It's a movement.
If you have the power to do so, do it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Bring back the elevator music. I don't care if it's like. It's just something.
Grab some Snarky Puppy. Do
And
something.
for that,
you know?
for that point, we need elevator music type things in toilet rooms because I swear to God, shitting next to somebody and hearing every movement
is the most anxious feeling you can possibly
Oh my
have.
God, it's more of a standoff, really.
Yeah.
You're kind of waiting for the other guy to finally be like, all right, I've had enough with the silence. I'm gonna leave.
Hold on.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie.
Best-
Nate texts me every time this happens to him.
Every time he shits? Or...
Every time he shits and somebody else is shitting in the other stall and he has to listen to all
I have
of it,
cats
he's
come
Well,
over
no,
texting.
shit.
I specifically messaged you about when somebody is shitting next to me and they're on a call.
Oh, that's awkward.
It's weird.
They're on a
I
call
just-
discussing
They
business.
do that in our
I just
office.
think that like it should be like you go to sit down at a stall, someone's down next to you, you hear
the women from one of
just
the
fucking
offices,
cowboy duel music.
the women from one of the offices come into the bathroom together to take shits or something, and then they just talk across the stalls, shouting across the entire bathroom.
Check out Tavern Ramblings, by the way.
And I'm just sitting there like, could you what?
Sorry, quick pull.
Yeah, you're good.
Anyways,
So,
There are bathroom conversations, and then they're not for the bathroom conversations.
so I'm gonna go get Ragnar, and so Greta heads off. Aurora's like, all right, I'll see you guys.
I love you too, Miley.
best to leave
Please,
him
I
walk.
stare at him.
We're gonna kind of walk off. You dropped the L word on him that quickly? Damn, at a carnival?
Most people.
Aurora's like, and we're walking. And so she like takes off.
I even said I love you too to imply that I
You just hear the slight sounds as they're just walking.
But he really does love me, like. He's
Alright.
into it.
You guys are heading to the Hall of Illusions. So that's the plan.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the
Alright.
plan.
Everybody make a perception check, please. Well, keep in mind that you guys can't roll under 11.
We're so good at these.
Yeah.
1. Natural 1.
Oh no! Start off strong.
I don't see nothing.
Dirty 20.
Nice. I think
12.
you just saved us. I got a 4.
We're so
What was
unaware,
dirty
guys.
20?
Mary! I mean,
Okay, what was
Bessie.
yours? I didn't hear yours.
12.
Okay. Honestly, only the dirty 20 is able to catch this, but you guys make all the way to the Hall of Illusions. You get to that mirror that you guys saw Sal Pig trying to grab that halfling to pull them through, and like you just hear like a big gasp of sound, Vassie, as it sounds like an entire crowd at the big top is astounded by something.
Sounds like it works.
And
Oh, whoa.
there is just this
Perceiving what?
uneasy feeling bubbling up in you guys. It's almost like you feel lighter and like
Astra.
a little bit of acid reflux.
I've heard.
Did
That
you
sucks.
eat too much?
Maybe. Ugh.
And all of a sudden you start to just lift in the air.
Fuck. Astra.
I got you. What is this? What is happening?
Do I know what's happening?
You guys make insight checks. You would make insight check with advantage.
Would I make it with advantage or no? Or just regular?
I will say just regular because it's not enough. I'm noticing things.
Hey, at least it's for these.
8. You can do insight check on yourself.
Ooh. It's a wisdom though, so it's probably just +1. Yeah, 11.
11,
16.
16,
22.
22.
Damn.
For the 16 and 22, you guys have, luckily due to both of you, been to the Witchlight before. You would know that one of the effects of winning Witchlight Monarch is the charm of the Monarch, and your wings allow you to start flying.
Oh my
walk
god,
speed.
you're the
And
winner!
you feel the most charismatic you've ever felt. You essentially have a +5 bonus to all charisma-based ability checks for 1 hour, and you can fly for 1 hour.
You look really persuasive right now.
I'm feeling fucking fantastic.
I can see all of the persuasive colors just like glowing.
You would know that she won.
Persuasive.
If you want to tell her, it's up to you.
I'm smoking it. You're a winner!
Let's fucking go!
With 11 passive perception, you guys would also start hearing the stampeding of feet coming your way as the vein not only tells you who won, but points you in the direction
Oh
of
fuck,
who won.
we should go. The vein's going to tell them where you are now. That was our mistake.
So, you step up to the mirror.
Into the mirror.
What do you say?
What do we say?
Hither, thither, here and there, wander yonder, show me where.
And all of a sudden you begin to just swirl, mist swirls all from the blotting of your reflection. It begins to encircle all of you as you begin to just be sucked in Jumanji styles in through this mirror. And you
That
appear...
vein goes from to.
Or they just keep hunting us into the plane. Where did they go?
Don't
and
kick
you
from my
appear
ears.
on the other side. There's this echo. Mind the rule of 3, future, present, past. Find the alicorn and free the dormant queen at last. And you just hear it echoing through this dimensional travel as you're just seeing these bright white light then turn into pinks and purples and blues, then into vibrant oranges as you can rushing through. What happens in the Arithmodrome is so much quicker and faster. This is an elongated process. What feels like 10 minutes of travel as you're just being sucked through this dimensional portal brings you eventually to a new site.
Can you repeat the nice poem?
What was that?
Can
Sorry?
you repeat the nice poem?
Mind the rule of 3.
Yep.
Future, present, past. Find the alicorn and free the dormant queen at last. And through those 10 minutes, it's almost like slightly winter soldier being indoctrinated, that constant echoing, kind of almost like someone said it and it got caught in with you guys.
I'm not writing a poem, I'm drawing. Is that passive? Open it.
Anybody else need it? Are you guys good?
I got it.
40.
Alright. Eventually, the colors stop rushing and begin to form a more constant picture, and you stand at the edge of a raised and broken causeway. Under a hazy twilight sky, the causeway, which is built from pale stones that glow faintly from within, towers over the surrounding landscape. You're really high in here. Large sections
Also
of it
high.
have crumbled away, like the causeway's been broken, separated in pieces. There are parts that remain in place and are separated by these large gaps, but those portions have collapsed. Ages past. There's a fog-shrouded swamp that spreads out below you in all directions, thick, hazy swamp. And up from its murk there wafts a smell of rotting plants.
Yeah.
Yum.
God, we're back in Silver Bloom.
Yes.
Also
Wither
rising from the swamp is the music of nature.
Misto.
A discordant symphony of croaking frogs and singing birds that just destroys the canal of the ear for Farah as you hear these awful, awful noises coming through. The highway itself is about 20 feet wide. Okay, so that's about how wide it is. It's about 100 feet above the swamp. You're 100 feet in the air on this causeway. The section supporting you guys is about west of this tower, this large tower. There are these large, colorful shelf mushrooms that seem to cling to the lower half of each support pillar of this causeway. The marshland itself surrounds these pillars, and it's under like a 10-foot thick blanket of fog. This is a heavy obscuring here, right? You can't really see the marsh itself that much. Even little distant lily pads are hard to see through this thick fog. There are these handholds and footholds that seem to be carving down each pillar, and they lead down to these mushrooms that are kind of shelved into it. Think, Baldur's Gate 3 had those mushrooms kind of like slit into the side of the stone. Kind of has that effect to it going on.
Do we recognize them?
You can make a nature check.
I will make a nature check. Nothing can stop me from making a nature check.
Can I make a smokable mushroom check?
That would also be a nature check.
That would be a nature check as well. Yeah.
21.
21. The mushrooms, a lot of them have grown way past the size that you are familiar with that species. And they,
As much as I love the idea of the word species,
yeah, they have these are like you recognize some of these. Some of them are not familiar to you, but they are way bigger than they should be. Things that Saphira has talked about in her visits to you guys.
we are in, you recognize the Feywild for sure.
Yeah, it is definitely Fey. Did you roll as well?
Yeah, to find out if they're smokable, edible, fayable, druggable.
Okay. And would you roll?
What was that one?
19.
What was that third one?
19.
Fayable?
Fayable.
Feyable?
Fayable,
Um,
druggable.
They are not edible. You shouldn't eat them. I mean, I guess you could eat them, but that would be
No,
bad.
that's not what edible
Yeah. But it is. You have the ability to put in mouth and chew, but you shouldn't. Smokable, no. These would release a pretty disgusting poisonous gas if you were to smoke it. Something that would make you feel very nauseous.
Cool. Guys, I wouldn't recommend eating these.
Thanks.
Fair In your pocket, you feel something. It's this folded parchment. And you open it up. And It just says, "Be careful." And on the back side of it is a map. You don't recognize the handwriting, by the way, then be careful. And I printed out two, just so you guys don't
But I
have to
can't
pass
read
it.
it.
You can read it, yeah. I just printed out two so you guys can. There's only one map, but you guys can look at this.
You guys can't though.
So for our listeners, they have a map of Hither.
Is this actually the scale? Like the scale in miles? That's crazy. Alright, and you're saying we're on one of these highways?
You are the one, you know it says Queensway?
Yes.
Right about there. I would say on the U of Queen.
Okay. Wow.
That tower I was talking about, that's that slanty tower.
It's literally the slanty tower.
The slanty tower of Hither.
That's good.
B.
What do you guys like to do? As you can see, that bridge, treat that bridge as kind of realistic. It does break apart from you guys, so like you can't like stay on the bridge the entire way, right? It is broken, and that's the causeway I kept mentioning.
Well, I
100 feet in.
always vote for swamps.
What?
What?
Go for what?
Swamps.
Swamp? The whole thing is a swamp.
Oh, perfect. I mean, that's the whole.
Do we have anything else to go off of as far as where to start?
First, it's a hill.
I can fly for an hour.
It's a great question. No, you don't. What you know is that you were told just bits and pieces, but you were told about how Prismeer was split into three, right? There was the Hither, Thither, and Yon, right? This is Hither. I believe Telstream told you about this if I remember correctly. And Hither is the realm of the present.
Do we know that?
Yeah, you know that. Yeah.
Makes sense.
I'm like doing backflips in the air with my new flying ability.
We should head to the slanty tower because it's the closest landmark. We should see if there's anybody there.
That makes some amount of sense.
Ooh, I can fly somebody off of the bridge.
There is just
And I can fly to you.
Cotton. There's this strange feeling.
Oh, I feel strange, guys.
Your head is
No one is
clouded
surprised by this.
and almost like there's something on the tip of your tongue, but you can't remember what it is. Something is here. Something is different. Something's missing. Something's. You haven't had it for a while.
You guys, there's like something missing here. It's right on the tip of my tongue. I try to look at the tip of my tongue. I can't find it though. It feels all cloudy.
As you guys look around this bridge, right? You look over, you see those mushrooms I was talking about that were slanted into the side. Causeway, thank you. This causeway, there were these mushrooms that were like, put into the pillars themselves, and they kind of make their way down. Yeah. And they almost make like steps, but pretty far apart steps. I'd say about 10-foot gaps, so it's not like easy to like walk down. You have to, especially for some of our
I'm good.
shorter folk. But with that being said, since you guys all literally have the same passive fucking perception, you all notice this. In the distant sky, you spot a great balloon. This
Oh my goodness.
large patchwork balloon that is barely holding together, and it's spinning out of control as though it's been punctured. And the air is just whipping out of it. And it's causing this wicker basket that hangs to just kind of swing wildly. And the balloon begins to plunge out of sight near you towards that tower, disappearing into the fog, approximately about a mile away. You don't see it land, you don't see where it hits, the fog is just too dense as it begins to kind of go up that tower. But this
I say we
giant
go
balloon just crashes essentially.
find that guy.
I mean, it's certainly a direction.
I mean, based on the fact that we have nothing else to go on, I guess fate is telling us to go there. Points at the balloon like, oh,
Very true.
It's the most interesting thing that's happened so far.
And that is the only thing that's happened so far.
other than that.
Other than I can fly
Okay.
now.
I suppose that's true, but I don't feel that that's connected exactly to the situation.
What if it is?
How?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, when you take that 2 and put it with another 2 and get it to a 4, let me know. Exactly.
To the balloon!
I grab Astra without asking first. She smacks me, and I float down off of the causeway.
Okay. So you have the ability to fly, and you can grab absolutely. So it'll be easy for you to get down. 100 feet. How fast you want to go at like walking speed, or you want to do like essentially fall speed? Like how do you want to attempt this? There's 2 ways to go down. You
I
can go
do
fast, or you
parkour.
can go down your flying speed. You know.
I do parkour, so a little faster than walking speed, but
Okay.
not like at free fall.
Okay. Okay. So let's say you're like a dash, like essentially a dash, right? You're
Yeah,
like doubling
enough to
speed.
make Astra mad at me, but not enough to kill us.
Okay. Alright, so you're going 60 feet essentially per about 10 seconds. So you'll be there in about a little less than 20 seconds. It will take you to get there. Not too bad at all. Okay. You leap off, and you guys see this Assassin's Creed swan dive as Vasi, dives forward holding Astra. And
Whoa!
you're going, and as you get closer to you get to begin to enter through the fog, and it starts to clear up just a little bit as you just land in this mucky water. It's kind of like almost maybe shin high, I'd say, like middle of the shin high.
Shit,
I'm holding you
shit.
above.
Shin.
I'm holding you up so you actually don't land in the mud.
I mean,
I'm still glaring at you.
I can pick you up and carry you down too, but I really can't promise that I won't drop you. I'm not Vasi
Well,
strong.
Thank you for that. But I feel like I probably am going to have to get into the mud anyway, aren't I?
I can carry you.
How do you guys want to get down?
Well, I mean, there's steps, right?
Yeah, they're about 10 feet each.
You see her mulling over like
some are about 15 feet. It's not like perfectly measured
dignity,
because nature,
mud.
Oh.
versus architecture.
I'll flutter down slowly next to you.
Okay, do you have an ability to?
I have wings.
You have wings
Fine.
to allow you to do that. Okay.
I mean, you said it let me fly.
You, somewhat, not like fly.
That's why I said flutter.
Yeah, okay. More like a levitate, if that makes sense. Yeah, so, slow. Okay. And you're just gonna climb down these. Can I get an athletics check from you? Just because it's not the easiest, to jump 10 feet down each time
I'll
landing
help her
on
when
this
there's-
mushroom. It's not perfectly, apart.
I'll help her when there's like big gaps, like kind of.
So you'll assist on those?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll make the DC a little easier then in that case.
First roll's an 18.
18. Okay. Yeah, we'll say the first about 30 to 40 feet worth. Fairly easy. You're able to jump down, and then you actually jump to another pillar off to the left, and then you're able to. There's a big jump, so you kind of jump, and Cotton catches you as you slowly make it down to like a 20 feet drop there.
Well, how far away is it?
Is the what? Sorry.
Oh, just the jump.
Oh, it's about a 20 feet
Oh,
jump.
that's right. You have
Yeah.
the cool leaping thing.
Yeah, I'm actually very good at leaping.
Well, you might not need help then. Yeah. You're a
When you make
natural
a
leaper,
long,
huh?
when you make a long or high jump, you can roll a d8 and add the number of rolls to the number of feet you cover.
Okay.
You don't make
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, actually, I'll say with that ability, none of these mushrooms would be out of your reach. There's like basically you were able to kind of pick them, which ones you're able to just jump and just parkour your way across, and you're just kind of fluttering down, making sure that nothing goes awry with Faerun.
She's doing it very mirthfully.
Eventually,
Boing.
a good amount of time, a couple minutes or so before they make it to you guys as well. But you guys all land in this sticky mud, and it kind of squelches beneath your feet. And there's these tangled mangroves that kind of growl out of these pools, and the water seems to ripple with every step you take through this mud, half ridden by this like thick fog the purple mushrooms are kind of clinging to these rotting logs. It's disgusting. Like, this is not the Fae you both are used to. This is different. This is tainted. This is...
I would say the mud feels good on my feet, but honestly, this feels a little tainted.
Yeah, these stumps that have these rotting mushrooms are kind of scattered throughout the marsh from here and there, but these crickets that glow, these like fireflies, are like chirping, and it's kind of serene next to this kind of not great sight. You know what I mean? Like these crickets that glow is kind of cool. The crickets chirping is much nicer than the frogs croaking this discordant tone. But you see, they're kind of just like flying next to you, and they kind of circle around you, and it, as the frog just, and you see like a frog just take down these crickets one by one. What was this beautiful kind of bioluminescent, scene became this death scene of frogs taking out crickets. Coming from one of the directions, to your southeast, so towards the tower. Because you guys are about, you see where the balloon is like kind of marked-ish, right? See that?
Yeah.
Go west of that a little bit. That's where you guys landed, okay? So heading towards that balloon / slanty tower on your guys' map, there's this song, marching song. It's much nicer than the frogs.
I look at Farah. Farah's not playing music. I'm confused.
The singing grows louder. You can just barely see it. 6 bipedal rabbits, maybe? Wearing clothing like studded leather, kind of nice studded leather jerkins, emerge from the fog, just barely. 2 giant snails, almost being like mushed, but like a snow dog. You know how they act? These 2 giant snails are like almost being like dragging a sled through this mush, and it's kind of just taking the bumps of the mud as it comes across, and you see they're kind of carrying these rapiers and slings and such. But you hear the song as it gets a little closer. With sticks and stones we'll break your nose, we'll beat you blind and steal your clothes, but none among us can compare to wily swift and stand-up hare, scarf that's glorious, thief notorious, his deeds are truly mentorious. With a wink and a grin, he'll show his cunning. A flash of his scarf, he'll take off running. Quick as a bolt, his long scarf trailing. Gasping, grasping, you end up flailing. You'll pout, you'll moan, you'll huff, you'll sneer. Thanks to Agdon Longscarf, good Prince of Prismeer. As they just keep marching towards you, the song gets louder, and they keep repeating those 2 verses.
They think they're better than me.
We could pretend to like this Agdor guy.
He says he's a thief.
Uh-huh.
He thinks he's better than me.
Well, what are you gonna do about it?
Well, if he squares up, I'll finish him.
Well, I think it's probably a good idea to square up, in that we should probably go over there and see what the quest is about. Better than standing here in the muck.
I don't hesitate. I walk up.
Walking over to them.
Yep.
About 200 feet, closing in
I fly
fast
up.
on you
There you
guys.
go. Fly
You're
up.
taking a higher approach to them.
No, I'm just not in the mud.
Not in the mud. Okay. You guys following as well?
You said his name was Agdor?
I think it's Agdon.
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 A-G-D-O-N.
Agdon Longscarf.
Long scarf.
Scarf. Oh, it's like a scar.
Yeah, they were singing about his scarf.
Distance closes to about, we'll say, 80 feet or so. Okay.
80 feet. Dang, they're loud.
One of the brigands, this rabbit that's leading the, I guess the snail cart, right? Weapon drawn, signals the others to stop singing. With a wave of her hand, she begins to call out. I'm Jebek. This is a robbery. If you resist, we'll beat you black and blue.
I'm gonna.
Hold on. I'm Bassie. You better rethink that, or you're gonna fucking find out.
Make an intimidation check.
+5, baby. To my additional +6.
I'm really glad she
You're
decided
plus
to
11
keep her
to
full name to
Yeah.
herself, right?
I have expertise.
Damn it.
15.
Hold on. I'm gonna try and help.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna say, you better listen to her. She's a champion back home.
Okay.
No, what is she's a champion of?
Okay. Champion.
21.
21. Okay.
No practice in the ancient art of origami.
They don't seem fully like I'm not gonna like. They're not gonna like all of a sudden like surrender to you, but they stop the sleds, right? At this point, we'll say they're about. Ooh, they move
I
at
just told him to
30,
rethink it.
So 50 feet. They're about 50 feet now.
Those
Okay.
sleds would be really useful for us to get around this.
Hmm.
Like it's cool you can fly, but it only lasts for like an hour.
Yeah,
We're
more like
probably-
30 minutes.
Yeah, we're gonna be here for longer than an hour, so we should probably get those slides.
Who's gonna write this?
Champion of what?
My knee-jerk reaction, which is absolutely what I'm going to say, is these nuts. And Astra,
They like turn to the other these other like Herringon like.
Have
Who
you,
are these nuts?
have you never heard of the absolutely wonderful, amazing castle of these nuts and their champion fighter who kills all other fighters from all of the other kingdoms and castles and princes?
these nuts cross your face.
That's her full title.
Got 'em.
Vassie, these nuts cross her face.
Vasti these nuts across your face. Of a castle, you say?
Almost
The
as good as
castle of
Draco.
these nuts?
This is my new name.
I thought it was going to. I'm not sure about it now.
Make a deception check with advantage since you're being helped.
Hot shit.
I don't know what I don't know if you would call what I'm doing helping, but
I'm helping.
23.
23. Okay.
Ugh.
Oh, sure.
It's
Sorry.
so
That's on
bad.
me. That still wasn't great. That was you.
I didn't even hit the sound. I just did this.
Sorry, I'm gonna teach drums in a minute. So
Oh my god.
Jebek looks around. I have never heard of these nuts, but I trust you at your word that these nuts are powerful.
So powerful.
So we will not attack. We just demand an offering. You will surrender the feeling of delight.
Nah, you're gonna surrender your big old snail cars.
To these nuts.
And
I know Hither very well, and I've never seen Castle These Nuts. You must be from a different area.
You
well,
clearly,
behold this, and I start
you
dancing.
clearly aren't good enough to know about these nuts, which means we are of utmost power compared to you.
It's fair. You look like you want to say something.
I've been wanting to say something for the past 10 minutes.
I just jumped on it.
What gives you the impression that I wanted
The
to
rolling
say
of dice.
something?
What would you like to say?
Sing them a song.
I'm dancing to the song.
Just remember, we're from an utmost more powerful kingdom now.
Let's see.
You can never do this.
We're not married to that, are we?
You are married to these nuts.
It's the Hakuna in me.
Yeah.
That's not how I thought this would go.
These nuts are here to commandeer these snails that go through the swamp, to take us through the muck and sling, to lead us to the balloon.
You search for the balloon, you say?
Allegedly.
It belongs to these nuts.
Okay.
The balloon comes from the castle of these nuts?
The magical kingdom that you are not a part of.
No,
Obviously.
I am not.
These nuts.
I work for Agdin Longscarf
Sounds like a nerd.
of the Brigand's Tollway.
And if you haven't heard of these nuts, you're obviously not powerful enough.
We are the power here. I don't think you understand.
I don't
These
think-
nuts might be mighty, but the Brigands own the Tollway.
Yeah, can I do this? And I break
I
it.
bet they can't.
Can they do this?
Jethro, she is challenging you to a dance-off.
The most sacred of rights.
Jethro, this kind of like bulky Harengon, steps down from having the reins of the giant snail. He approaches you just about 20 feet from you now.
So,
You want to dance off?
I want to fight more, but like dancing is cool too.
Show me. Sprinkler. Make a performance check.
Yeah.
That's what I've been fishing for.
Yes.
That's an 18.
Oh, nice.
Do you
What is
get a do you get advantage
What's
because I'm singing
18?
the song of these nuts?
Oh, a lot. Yeah, you're giving music to the background.
Yeah,
To it.
I'm basically telling them that we want to take their snail cards so we can ride to the balloon.
Yeah,
But
okay.
sing something.
Advantage.
Okay. Okay.
Advantage.
She
Well,
got
that
advantage.
It didn't help.
18.
18.
Jethro looks to you. Those are some sweet tunes and dancing.
Thanks.
But watch these. And they begin like hopping through the mush. It's like splashing everywhere all over you. I call this mud hopping. They rolled a 10.
I call it really, really bad dancing.
But now you are wet.
I'm always wet.
Oh gosh.
Astrid? Can you?
You look at Jethro looks back to Jebek, and Jebek's like, "Oh, this is so
Yeah, I
embarrassing."
can prestidigitate the card off of you.
Prestidigitation, and now we don't have blood on us.
Mm-hmm. Good use of that.
Like,
Clever, clever girl.
I'm gonna get the mud off him too.
Mm.
Look at
They
your
come in
card,
peace?
nerd.
It's only sporting.
Jebek goes, Jethro, get away. You failed. You failed the group.
Not unless you want to be crushed.
Give me the card while you're
One
at
of
it.
you may pass.
Probably beneath
Give me
the
your card.
power of these nuts, you will give us your cards.
This one has earned their way. What the other is brewing, we shall see.
We're doing more dance-offs?
No, if you choose so.
All I'm saying is, I want the cards. I don't want passage. I don't want to get spells. I want those snails.
You probably need one.
I don't like that they
What?
said we'll take
I
us.
want that snail.
Someone's now.
If you don't want to be crushed under the power of these nuts,
If you want to take Blake away from us,
I do.
How about what if we just rent it?
Yeah.
you will give us your snail and leave.
what price do you see for the rental of Blake's snail?
Well, since you can't dance, a gold.
Your ability to dance.
How about a third round traffic?
What did you say?
Your ability to dance.
You want my ability to dance?
We're gonna pay you an ability to dance.
No.
I want your delight.
No.
They bring out this, by the way, you see this like, it has like a gourd, and it's like stoppered gourd, and they're like, I will take your delight, and you shall take Blake.
I'm gonna take out my mic and be like, how about a firm handshake and cast from a person?
What do I gotta roll?
You gotta make a save, a wisdom save.
They're fey, so charming them is going to be difficult.
It's true.
Okay. Nine.
Dude, this guy is not the spokesperson.
Yeah, The DC with the mic out was an 18.
So I got half of it. Am I half charmed?
Yeah.
Alright,
Prismeer.
What is it? What happened?
I rolled a 9 out of 18. Do I get half charmed?
We're saying a firm handshake for that snail
Yeah.
part.
Alright, so Jebek, she takes out her hand and she goes and grabs yours and she's like, You have a warming presence.
Enchanted.
I've known many satyrs in my days and they have all been trustworthy.
A wink and it's gonna be like a little speckle.
Wow.
We're just stealing Saphira's move now, huh?
That's fine.
She learned it from the Fae.
What do you ask of us? What do you ask of us? What
Give me
is...
that card.
Simply assistance. Just getting us to the balloon and presumably the tower after.
The balloon we saw crash into the slanty tower.
Oh, well then the same place.
We were heading that way ourselves. We could give you a ride.
That would be wonderful.
I still want the snow.
Go ahead and roll persuasion with advantage. I believe charm person gets the advantage, if I remember right.
Yes.
Yep.
That is the only thing that's real.
We should play Baldur's Gate and that makes everybody happy.
That's gonna be
25. Beats my 13. Okay. Very well. We will let you borrow Blake. Snail. Jethro, get down.
I get the joke.
Jethro, you walk.
Just move my boot!
Blake Snell is a pitcher.
I know the joke.
Blake Snail.
After all I do for these people.
Very well, the four of you can fit. Eliza, you also walk because I don't. Takes the other snail. So you see these two herring on, one extremely buff and one who's kind of like looks almost like a rogue. You know, they got like the hood up and stuff like that. But there's this little spot for the ears to go through in the hood. They begin walking next to you guys as you guys are able to climb onto this essentially like a sled, right? Like a sleigh. Like think about the ones that will like take you through like Central Park, you know, kind of thing. Nice little wagon idea. And so you guys get in there and there's this one snail and who wants to do the animal handling on controlling Blake Snail?
Not me.
Well, Cotton, you have been volunteered.
Do you have animal handling? Oh my god, you don't. We're the same at animal handling? Oh no.
Let me just read about the other vocations that I've taken.
Dez appears out of nowhere and begins.
Oh no.
And does the Harlem Shake?
Oh, okay. Before I start animally handling Blake's
Animally handling. Yep,
Snail.
that's what I call it too.
I'm going to. I didn't write down the things that actually need to happen in order to cast Speak with Animals, but I'm going to ritually cast, so we'll have to wait 10 minutes. Speak
1
with.
minute.
Is it 1 minute?
Is it 1 minute or 10
It's 10
minutes?
minutes.
Was that sorry?
It's 10 minutes more than it takes to cast the spell
For
normally.
some reason, I keep getting.
There's a. If
So
it's
to do a
instant-
ritual, it's 10 minutes
Yeah,
plus whatever casting time is.
yeah. I assume Speak with Animals wasn't a long casting time, so it's like 10
You would
minutes.
have to look. I don't know. Where I
No,
believe it's an action.
It's an action.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So I'll take 10 minutes
Okay.
petting Blake Snail's shell to cast Speak with Animals and
You
say,
kind of coax him out of the shell.
yeah, that's right. I go,
Yeah.
Oh.
so Blakey, you want to take us where we want to go? Yes? That's right. Good, Blakey.
And that gives you advantage on your animal handling, right?
Sure.
That's what I believe animal handle.
I just
Speak with
wrote
Animals
down
does.
ritual spell Speak with Animals. I
Yeah,
don't actually
from what I remember,
have...
Speak with Animals allows you to get advantage on
Yes.
animal handling checks.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead and make advantage for that.
Can I play a soothing song to bardically inspire you?
You could. What do you do?
It's more just like she's like
With the flute, I'm guessing, right?
yeah, it's definitely. It's just gonna be like the song of what Fair is inspired by the swamp to cool the tune of all these frogs.
Did we decide that you have to use that within 10 minutes, or is it a longer amount of time?
For inspiration? Bardic inspiration is within the 10 minutes. It's the other stuff.
Then
Yeah.
I'll use it. How much is the Bardic Inspiration?
Just had it in the show.
6 or 8.
Unless the I don't know if the new bard has changed that though.
I
Like,
can't remember.
Yeah.
It's 8.
I'll just add it. Have 26.
26, you say?
Yeah.
All right. You walk over to Blake, and Blake is really anxious. And they look over. They seem to not like the Herringons.
It's okay, Blakey. You can be with us now, and if you stay with us, we can protect you from the nasty, nasty Herringons. That's right. Good.
Thank you.
Good.
We don't like them. They beat us.
Like all of you?
That's
We
All under their control. You can't hear me though.
I know.
I hear you.
Oh.
But why are you not speaking back to me?
It's okay, I'm special, Blakey.
It's specifically, actually, you get to know the outcome before using a Bardic Inspiration. It says once within the next hour when the creature fails a d20 test,
Then I'll just keep my
the
knowledge.
creature can add the roll the die, and add the number.
Cool. Then I'll just keep it for myself.
So,
Because I had a dirty 20.
way better than I thought.
Does a dirty 20 still work?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. How long does Charm Person last? Is that an hour?
So 10 minutes or an hour.
Charm Person. 1 hour.
An hour. Okay.
It's okay, Blake. We can take care of.
Unless we kill them for beating their animals.
We don't know it.
She knows it.
Well, we
But
don't.
I'm pretty sure they also don't know that I've charmed them.
Until it ends.
Not until it ends.
Thank you for being nice to us.
Oh, Blakey, we'll be nice to you forever. You can be our bestest friend.
Be careful, they're tricksy.
I figure.
These lands are not the way they used to be.
How did they used to be?
Beautiful, bright,
Yes, that's how I remember.
vibrant, full of fae.
What happened?
Bavlorna.
Bevlorna?
Bavlorna.
Oh, what they do?
The hag. She resides in Downfall.
You know how it is. Point me in a direction and I smack.
She sounds totally, absolutely awful. I hate her already.
I've seen other hags, but I don't know their names. I just know Bavlorna.
Well, I think we can take her. Grr. The kingdom of these nuts is really powerful.
I would love to go to these nuts.
Do not stop. I know exactly what you're doing.
You stick with us, Blakey, and we'll get you there. And so we all climb up onto Blakey's sled and we go for a ride.
Yeah. The snail moves pretty quick while pulling the sled. It seems like the not being stuck in like the mud and like the slight bit of water allows this like slayish sled thing to kind of glide faster. Versus if this was just like a grassland, it would have a hard time moving at this kind of speed. The snails themselves don't seem fast, but they seem at least less impeded by what they're trudging through. And you guys are heading to the balloon area with the slanty tower?
Yeah, the Slanty Tower.
Okay, cool. Alright. Takes, at this point, we'll say about, at this speed, probably half an hour to get there. Okay, almost 45 minutes or so to get there.
So,
Actually, I'll say less, because the tower's technically, based on what I said originally, I said it was a mile away, so it would be less speed, but we'll say 15 minutes or so.
according to like this thing, it's like 5 miles. miles.
Yeah,
at
but
least.
based on the description I gave you guys of where
Right.
it was, it would just be miles. So let's go with what I originally said,
Okay.
which is 1 mile. They're not as fast as like a mile runner. You know, someone who's like really good trained at running a mile. So we'll say about 15 minutes is what it takes you guys to get there. And the reason why is because this would be difficult terrain because of the mud, but that sleigh is able to trudge through a little better than you guys walking through it for sure.
Cool. And the Herringon are still with us?
They're on the other sled, while the other two are walking behind quite a bit.
Oh, so they're following us.
Yeah, they're following you. They said they wanted to go to Slanty Tower as well.
That's true.
Yeah.
Mm,
And you
So
said
yeah,
it was an hour for turn person?
yeah.
Okay, good enough.
I was gonna say, like, we're probably gonna get there. You said half an hour? Or...
I brought it down to 15 because I made it a mile.
So we got 45 minutes left to charm.
So you guys, as we're riding,
With that being said, about 45 minutes left of flying for fast.
as we're riding in the sled, I heard something absolutely horrible. The Herringons, and I keep my voice down so that only the 4 of us can hear. They beat their snails.
Gross.
Like that's
Awful.
Gross.
Yeah, Blake was telling me that they're terrible.
Oh, the mouse.
Yes.
Okay.
What else would a snail be?
I don't want to know.
Think of Blake. Just like a pet like that. The snail.
Chiggle.
Blake's shell
I
is
wonder
really
who's in his
smooth.
shell.
Alright.
For abusing animals? Yeah.
Maybe we get some Fae money?
I don't know if they even have money. They wanted to steal our delight, whatever the hell that means.
Like literally your feelings of delight.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's silly.
Maybe I should steal their gourd. With them deleted.
Yeah.
Like just think,
Who would want to do that?
Who would want to do that?
That's crazy. That's not even a currency.
It's fair.
I'm gonna beat him up.
Let's beat them up.
So we're making our way towards the balloon. Are we getting to the balloon first?
The a crumbling stone tower rises out of the swamp,
Oh, that's cool looking.
leaning at such an angle that it threatens to just keel over. Black brambles surround the base of the tower. They seem to cling to about the lower half of it. Hanging from these crenellations on the lower side, the tower's peak is kind of got this large woven basket at the end of a triangle of ropes and tattered fabric, like the balloon seems to have popped. And the basket dangles about 30 feet above the surface of the swamp. The leaning tower itself, just so we're aware, is about 50 feet tall. I know the picture, that's just exaggerated for landmark, right? So it's only about 50 feet tall, about 20 feet in diameter, so only 10-foot radius there. The open door at the bottom, which is greeting you guys, is on the opposite. Like you can see the basket hanging like about halfway on the other side. It's about 30 feet in the air.
Look, I'm no architect, but that tower looks like shit. Professional opinion.
I don't know. It's kind of got this.
You just said you were no
neat-
architect. How could it be a professional thing?
It's professional.
It's got like a neat.
Professional, not architect?
And not being an architect.
That is crazy.
Although Blake did tell me that it used to be beautiful here, so maybe the tower looked like something else before.
Wasn't so slanty.
Or maybe it was slanted in like a whimsical, fun kind of way.
Not no horrifying. It's gonna crash into anyone. Hell.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the brambles. Are they like active, or are they just sort of like?
Ooh, good question. Go ahead and make an initiative check. Or you can do investigation, whatever one works better.
You know, in this campaign, it's gonna be it's gonna be nature. Oh. It looked like the lid. Let's say that's a nice, good old
13. You look at these dark brambles that kind of surround about halfway up, so about 25 feet up, and they do pretty much the full circumference of this place. You look around, and the brambles themselves seem to have a natural sway to them that is a little bit defensive in posture.
Like, are they the ones holding the tower from falling?
Some of them are, yeah. They're mainly the tower's leaning towards you guys, if that helps.
Mhm.
So like when you guys are coming, it's kind of like leaning this way to you. It would be taller than 50 feet if it wasn't so far leaning, right? But it's coming towards you guys, and you can see some of the brambles on the backside seem to have almost made like a suspension to hold it just barely in place. There is some foundational stones on your guys' side that have kind of been broken apart to kind of almost become a column to slightly keep it pushed up. Definitely not even though. Like it's in a spot that's creating a lot of stress in one spot rather than like bracing multiple different areas down the tower.
Yeah, so in my professional opinion, it seems like those brambles are actually alive, and they're holding up the tower.
Fire? Fire?
But then the tower will fall and the basket man will hit the ground.
Is actually the best man he's in the tower.
Great question. The basket is so you can see that like I mentioned the deflated fabric is kind of like caught up almost like webbed around it. The basket is just kind of swaying about, what did I say, 30 feet I think I said? Yeah, about 30 feet in the air is about where that basket's swaying about halfway around the circumference from you guys.
I'm gonna go fly and get the basket.
You wanna
Oh,
go flying
that's
with the basket?
clever. That's a smart plan.
You start to fly up to the basket. The other herringons catch up to you guys, just so you guys know that they get off their snails, and they're kind of huddling up, like, and they're not even like making it like they're just like huddle, like just kind of like, and they say the word huddle, why not? And so like they begin to like have like a little discourse as you begin to fly up. You hear, "Psst. You there?
Me!
I need your help.
I see that.
Shush.
Damn. I'm not gonna help you if you shush me.
I'm in a bit of a bind, as you can observe.
Yes.
I, Sir Talavar, as one of the Summer Queen's loyal servants, ask that you free me.
Tell you
You
what.
see, I was in the midst of a daring escape from the vile Beflorna Blightstraw. You heard the name, so. When our balloon was set upon by an ill wind and set plummeting to its current unfortunate location, my pilot, and he holds up the body of this little, what are they called? Bullywug, the little frog guys. This was Wigglewog. He's dead. He did not survive. Drops the body. And he like kind of picked it up because what you see is he's in a crate. Like he's locked into a crate and he's like picking up the body like from the crate and like drops it back down. His hands come down and you see for the first time he is a little fairy pseudo-dragon. This purple fairy pseudo-dragon with a monocle, wearing like very like, noble, garb here.
Bessie!
Yep.
What's going on?
Oh, I'm still talking! I've been trapped up here for a while. Now, 15 minutes or 20, give or take. Help me! Help me!
Are you done?
No! I must tell my queen of the fall of Prismeer. I'm done.
Okay, tell you what.
2 serpents
Oh my god.
are asleep in the brambles just outside the tower door.
You should like.
Honestly,
burn
don't know how
those.
you didn't see them. Probably your past perception. If you awaken them, they might put the squeeze on you. Or worse, devour me.
Astra?
Do we hear this down
Yeah.
there? Is he talking that loud?
Yes.
Faerun that they're strong and they need to check out the door.
Faerun's gonna call up, what the hell is wrong with you?
I mean, did the
He's
hair?
obviously
I'm sorry.
distraught about the fall of Prismeer.
And I will let you guys all do a history check, by the way, because you can't hear this. Anybody who has a Fey-ish background can roll with advantage.
Oh, good.
Poor Andrew should have advantage, but he's playing the wrong character.
Wow. That's gonna be the bit. Too.
You're not Saphira. Lol, got him.
I'm really glad you
I'm
said
about
that
to
thing
bully
about
this dragon.
advantage.
Gosh, I almost want to give you guys advantage because you kind of, it's possible.
But yeah, Vessi will try to tell Astra in that nudge, hint kind of way, even though you just heard everything. Like,
Possible.
go tell the Herringon to go.
You'll know as soon as, if you guys roll enough, you'll know why.
I'm gonna try and convince the Herringon to approach the tower. Like, oh, there's somebody out there that they need help. We should really get going and try and get up, and then act like I'm gonna go towards the front of the front doors,
Okay.
and then let them pass me and then not go over there.
Gotcha. I see what you're doing. Before we get there, history checks. What we got?
I think that's a 10.
10? Ooh, 10's not good enough.
History is a negative modifier.
That's fair. Yeah.
I'm pretty good at the history thing.
Natural 20.
20 natural.
Yo.
19.
Gosh, they're natural. Okay.
I mean, if you want to know my actual rolls, it's a
12.
12. Yeah. So you guys on this side, east side, represent. You guys are able to recognize the name Summer Queen is a name for the famous Archfey Titania. She traveled to Prismeer long ago, but she's not from Prismeer.
How do you spell that?
Prismeer?
Tartania.
Titania? Titania. It's,
Like in Midsummer Night's Dream?
exactly. Yeah. Yeah. That was Saphira's.
Oh, that explains your joke.
I
So,
remember you laying into him so much.
Yeah.
reconcile whether or not you trick those idiots to go to the...
Yes, let's do that. So you told them, hey, go, essentially, head up, right, to take the lead instead of you guys, right, to go to the tower. Flo's getting out of that, and you're gonna lay back for reasons. Still under charm person. I'll say make a persuasion check with advantage because they're still charmed right now. They have no reason not to fully believe you. So
Also, they were huddled and they didn't hear the
I'll
guard.
make this a DC. It's a pretty low DC, so
What were they discussing?
don't
when they
suck
were
on the
huddled?
roll and you should be fine.
I don't care.
That suck.
No one tried hearing what they were saying, so I will say, unfortunately.
I was occupied.
Yeah, and you had every reason to be
Well,
occupied.
I was gonna ask you
If you would like to, you can roll for that. Yeah. Was that
14.
14's fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're able to convince them, and like they're in the middle of their huddle, and like Jethro, the one like the big buff one, goes.
Is it just a
He wants us to go forward.
She.
No, Jethro's he. Oh, sorry, she. Thank you. I'll take her. Yeah. She wants us to go forward. Seems reasonable.
Is that just a perception roll?
Thank God.
Yes, it would be a perception roll.
Farah watching Bassi, one ear.
Yeah, that ear was like, bug. I got a 7.
7. Yeah, they're tower. Yeah. It's like a
Tower. Got
Yeah,
it.
they talk really fast. These Herringon's like. Unfortunately, fortunately for you, Isla has probably trained you guys well to listen to it, but they're pretty quick. So the Herringons begin approaching the tower door, and immediately Jethro, the larger of the Herringons, goes, "It is clear," and you just see as this big mouth of a giant constrictor snake just like rolls real quick around them and then just engulfs all of Jethro and begins to just swallow. You can see this like in their like throat just swallowing down Jethro.
I
And
think it got me!
Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
I
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh
Oh,
shit!
no, calm down.
and
Nothing happened.
and Jebek, the leader of these Herringon, goes, back up, hold on.
No, he just went inside the door.
He is dead.
I think you want to follow.
Anyway, Bessie's gonna look at I already don't remember his name. But she's gonna look at the little pseudo dragon.
Sir Talamar.
Talabar.
Time.
I'm not calling him by his title. Bessie's going to kind of
Disrespectful.
without putting any weight on it, and maybe she'll try it first and she'll feel it shift and she'll go ooh. And without putting any weight on it, just for the dramatics of it, she'll like rest her arms and she'll go, tell you what. Apologize for interrupting me. And I'll free you.
I cannot apologize because I was the one interrupted.
Then stay in the cage.
Very well!
And I'll stare at him.
He's just not looking at you like every once in a while like side eyes, but just keeps looking, head cocked to the side.
How long does this take?
Another 5 minutes
Great
go by. Just slight gulping sounds barely being heard from
Oops,
below.
I got the basket on fire.
What?
There we go.
What? And he like looks over at the basket. Is it on fire? Like, what'd you do?
I actually like rubbed my fingers together until
Oh, I
it's
started a
fire.
little bit. Hmm.
It's not gonna hurt me though. Fire doesn't hurt me.
But you interrupted me. You see, you have to understand. Please understand.
Then you're gonna stay in the cage.
This cage was not meant to hold me. Nothing can hold me.
Then get out.
My nightly oaths are being tested. Do you have candy?
What?
Oh yeah, actually.
If you let me out, and I apologize, you'll also get candy.
Yeah.
I accept.
Have to fix some fire.
Oh, Titania, for I have failed you.
I think she'll understand.
Farrah's gonna look up and see that the basket's on fire. She's gonna be,
What the fuck is going on in there? Asher's like, no, this is what I expected.
He has this beautiful like mustache. It just like goes out like Earl Flynn
Oh,
style.
yeah.
You know? I, Sir Talamar of the Summer Queen,
TikTok.
apologize.
Alright, great. I grab that. I take a cursory look, because I have the cage in one arm, and I'm going to take a cursory look in the rest of the basket to make sure I'm not leaving anything that looks like it might be important.
Okay. Oh, that'd be a perception check
Thank
or
you.
investigation.
Investigation check.
really?
Investigation check. You're investigating the basket. It is an
If
investigation
you're
check.
the specifically of the
13.
basket rather than the area, the basket
Yeah,
for
13.
13. It's him in a locked cage, like there's a padlock on it.
But nothing else? Maybe a bag.
No bag. There's a dead body to the side.
I'll grab the dead body.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I float down.
You have acquired the body, much like Nate's character in BG3.
I drop the body in the mud, and
Okay.
I break the padlock and let him out.
Make an athletics check.
Will do. Ugh, goddamn. Natural 20.
Natural 20.
And if you must know, that makes it 29.
29. This is so good.
She's gonna, so before you even do that, you're gonna float down with the body and the dragon, and she's gonna be like, you killed him? What the fuck?
No, I found him dead.
What if
What if he's got something cool on him?
who were you talking to?
The basket was on fire.
Me,
Yeah,
Sir Talamar!
What?
I'm right here.
Oh, that actually, she's gonna like run the minutes back. Oh.
You take the lock
Mhm.
and you rip it to pieces, and then it sucks back together. I thought you would get me out. I apologize. Where's my candy?
I give you a piece of candy.
Thank you.
I try to break them. I try to bend the bars.
Try to bend the bars.
Mhm.
Interesting. Okay. Go ahead and make another athletics check. I'll say advantage since you got an after point last one. You're
Thank
feeling pretty good about yourself.
Thank you for not burning my natural 20.
Yeah.
Just dragon.
I'd like to.
19.
Of course.
19.
Mhm.
Okay. You begin to bend the bars, and he starts to put his head out, and it goes back, and his head is just stuck, and his neck is like in between. Like, hey, what? Is this a trick?
No.
What are you doing to me?
I It's not my fault.
I can't get my.
Yeah, hold
Oh,
on.
yeah, I can actually.
I'm gonna look at the dead body for a key.
Look at the dead body for a key. Okay, go ahead and do another investigation.
Ah, god damn it. Somebody help me.
I'll help you look.
Thank you. I'm not good at investigation. 13.
13. Yeah, there's a key ring on it. About 4 keys on there.
Key number 1.
No.
Key number 2.
No.
Key number 3.
No.
Key number 4.
No.
Jingle, 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 jingle.
They do jingle jangle.
Is there a key missing?
He's actually the guy who freed me. I should have led with that. He helped me escape Bavlorna. He was a friend of mine. He doesn't have the keys.
You don't seem that broken up about it.
Distant friends, colleagues.
Work friend?
Yes. Yes.
I dropped the keys in the mud. Or Astra, whatever your name is.
That's me. Not you, it's me.
Astra. Some magic is going on with that shit.
Very true. I don't even need an arcana check to know that.
Can you,
Arcana check it?
Yeah, I made a promise and I'll break those.
Sounds like a plan.
So far, the candy has been brought.
Here, I'll give you another piece of candy.
Thank you.
Which candy did you bring?
I stole a bunch of candy when I stole those things from Mr. Witch and Mr. Light and brought them with me.
You just got sticky fingers today, huh?
Which I did not decide. John specifically narrated that.
Alright, I'm gonna see what's up with the... If I
The
can
lock?
bleed
Yeah, do an
check it.
arcana check on that.
10.
Not good, huh? Okay.
3 plus 7.
There are symbols on there. I mean, you're a wizard. Like, this is probably a lock spell. This is an arcane lock spell. Yeah, I think that's all you got.
Can you make them small to get through the bars?
Don't get that spell on me, though. Having enlarged reduce would be really good. I think. Hold on, let me check my spell book. I'm just gonna ruffle through it. I don't think it's a ritual spell either way, unfortunately.
All I have is punch.
Well, did you try
Punch
casting
roll
that?
good, isn't it?
Yeah, you didn't see?
I saw you break it. I guess it's the same thing.
I tried to
the
punch
cage.
the...
Let's try this,
room.
and I vortex warp him out of the thing.
Ooh, I like the idea of that. What we're gonna do is a competing arcana. The spell of that lock versus your arcana check. Okay.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll that.
Uh, 24.
What?
Okay. There's this. You start concentrating. You start almost like Doctor Strange. You know, drawing a little circle, like creating this warp that we've seen in the Mage Tower, right? And then you kind of like create the next side of the portal, like creating this almost tunneled space.
Yeah, like I'm imagining, like as I'm doing this, the runes on it are like flashing. They're trying to.
You see 12 runes make this circle, and each one just splashes, breaks, and just keeps each one just breaking as you're just breaking down the barrier using this vortex warp. And eventually, Sir Talivor on the other side of the cage. He's like, wait. Okay, didn't bring me back. That's different this time.
Oh, did you get out somehow with it before?
No, I can actually fit through it.
Like, it just sucked you back in?
Yep.
Gotcha. Well, that sucks.
It's kind of demeaning. It's a bird cage.
I mean, you want to break it?
Yes.
And I hand him something to beat it with. It's mostly just a stick. And I
Oh.
smack at the cage with him.
Don't worry, I have all I need. And he takes out his rapier, which is the size of a dagger, for you guys, and even you guys too.
Yeah, for us specifically, yeah.
He's just like, these are meant for stabbing, so I will actually take what you said.
Yeah, it's a stick.
It's okay, little one.
I tested the stick too by bracing, and it seemed strong enough.
Yes. Oh, this is big. All right. And he just starts smashing and smashing. And due to the lock, essentially, the magic being defeated, the cage does begin to crumble and not reform back to the way it was. Whew, that was. Hi. You have herring guns. Those are brigands with you. You know this, yes?
Yeah, one
Yeah,
of
we're
them got
bullying them.
Yeah, one of them got eaten by a snake.
Is that the gulping sound I heard?
Yes,
Assumedly.
I think so.
What is keeping it from coming to me currently?
There are 2 more herring guns.
The other herrings?
Okay.
Are you especially tasty? Is there something we should know?
I've never been eaten before.
So it can't be that tasty then.
It's always the first.
I mean, I suggest you always answer that question with a no.
No. So,
You can only ever try it once.
I
Not
want
true.
to present to you
I could
the
taste
reward
pen,
for
the
breaking me out.
storm.
Oh, cool.
My tiny sword.
You can keep it.
Thank you.
Can
I mean, it could have been.
You know what I would really like?
It's my only weapon.
You know what I would really like?
Aren't you poisonous?
Yes.
Venomous?
Heard it both ways.
So,
Is this
I-
weird lizard hitting on me?
you're what?
Yes.
Fair.
How about as a reward, you give us a hand?
Oh, hand with what?
Well, we're here for a couple of reasons, and it sounds like you want to service your queen.
Yes, it's a Titania,
Yeah,
the Summer Queen.
I'm wondering if
Hi, Saphira. That was true.
oh, that isn't a sphere.
Your valor will not be forgotten, by the way. I shall write about you with my calligrapher.
Oh, you hear that? I'm gonna be famous.
That's not the. No, he's the one that got free.
No, he was not my calligrapher.
We're gonna be famous in the Feywild.
I also have a stenographer as well.
Oh.
But I'm gonna have my calligrapher do it.
So,
Make it fancy.
What's your name again?
Sir Halavar.
Halavar.
so, what is it we're here to do again?
We need to find the pig nappers and return all the poor people back to the carnival.
And also, it's not very Feywildy in here. It's kind of icky and maybe
That is what I wanted to report back to my queen.
that it's icky.
Ooh,
Yes,
Blake?
this was a beautiful place that Sibilna and Titania once visited together and would love to share each other's realms. And at one point, Prismeer was not just here; it was 3 places combined.
Sibylnus.
yes,
the
we
patient
heard
that
about
we're looking
this
for.
bill now.
We're looking for Sibylna.
Well, I was too, and she wasn't there.
Where is
Where
that?
was that?
Here, everywhere,
So-
Prismeer.
We're both looking for Sibylna.
I'm reporting back because my queen should know that this is shit.
Blakey said it's
But-
because of the hags.
Blakey, who is Blakey?
This would be Blake.
Are you
Snail.
Blakey? No.
No, I pet the snail. It's the snail.
That is a creature that could kill me.
No, he would never.
That's a very large list of things, though.
It's
I'll
a
protect you.
size joke. Just because you're so tall doesn't mean you get to say such things.
It's a new one.
That is new.
Yeah.
Tell you what,
Thank you, man.
I need help finding Sibylna.
Okay.
And in exchange, I will make sure that they eat you.
Pretty good trade, actually. Quid pro quo.
She will try to make sure that nothing.
It was Wigglewog's job.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm way stronger than some of
He's
us.
a little worse for the wear.
It was
You got any money on him?
Should we plant him to make his death, not useless?
And instead merge him with the
It's gotta be money. On.
No, he doesn't have money.
You guys even have money here?
Yes, we do actually.
What's your currency?
Barter.
That's what I thought. I don't have any money.
As a matter of fact, there should be Feywild charge cards.
But he might have like vials of happiness on him.
Oh no! What'd you say?
He might have vials of delight on him.
Do you think he has delight on him?
I don't know. I've never met him.
As a person who know him, he was not very delightful.
But maybe
It was
it's
nice, but not delightful.
Anyway, I'm gonna beat up this Mary gun.
You're gonna fight the herring gun.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What about the constrictor snakes?
And I'm gonna let them fight each other first.
Oh, yes.
Well, I mean,
He just kind of like crosses his arms, just like.
assuming any of the herring guns survive the constrictor snakes, then we'll fight them.
I think you guys should keep going towards the door, like the brave herring guns you are.
At this point, we're probably hit like 30 minutes of your hour. Just waiting like 30 minutes of yours total.
I want you to know I have not touched the ground at one point, and when it expires, I'm just gonna go face first in the mud.
As you do.
Are you trying to decide whether they go towards the door?
Steve who lives.
Yep.
Of the original 6 that went there, 1 died right away, Jethro. 2 more died. One, both kind of smaller. Didn't have any rapiers on them. They had like slings. They looked like they were probably the distance fighters of the group. So 3. There's 3 Herringon left. Turns out there were 3 constrictor snakes, but they were able to take down 1 of them, so there's only 2 left. The constrictor snakes have, at this point, started backing up to the edge of the tower. Because losing that 1 constrictor snake, they started to become a little bit more territorial and just kind of like more defensive than offensive. So at this point, you see Jebek turn around. Oh, did you guys go to you went to the tower already?
No, we're waiting for you.
Who's that? I see someone just right
He
there.
was with us the whole time.
You're doing great!
You're doing great.
I'm really impressed with your heroicism.
Deception with advantage.
Who's doing this? Okay.
25.
Okay.
Yeah, doing great. Yeah.
Can I ritually cast
This is really good for my positive
speak
affirmations.
with animals while they try to go towards the door, so I can speak with the constrictor snakes?
So what's the distance on that? Just so I know.
What's the
It only lasts
length
for
of
10.
it?
It only lasts for 10 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. So you would have lost your previous one. It would take you 10 minutes to cast it, though.
He's already gonna be dead by the time you cast that.
It's fine. Well, no, it's fine.
He's cast.
We can get I'm pretty much assuming the constrictor are gonna win. So
At this point, 2 more of the Herringon have fallen. Of the 2 constrictor snakes, there's only 1, so it's like 1v1. But Jebek is the only one left, and he just starts darting past you guys to get to the other snail. Not Blake, but the other snail.
I trip him.
You trip him.
beat me to it.
Go ahead and do like an attack roll for that.
I found out I have a first level spell slot. I'd like to cast Speak with Animals.
On the last living.
Yeah, so I just cast it on myself, and then I can just talk to animals.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm assuming my unarmed strike is the attack you're asking for.
Yes. Yes.
So, dirty 20.
320. Yeah. And he just hit face in the mud. His
buddy, what happened?
stump or something. Shit. I'm gonna leave now.
I pick him up by the collar.
Oh God!
Mr. Snake Man, if we give you this one too, will you let us go into the tower unobstructed?
Persuasion with advantage.
How big is the Herringon?
Not big enough.
Medium size, actually. They're medium.
They're bigger than us.
Yeah. So like you're probably flying, right? So you're just holding.
True.
Yeah.
19.
19.
It's not quite as good as my deception.
Okay. So we get that one.
Mm-hmm.
Right
What about
there.
the purple little flying thing?
Oh no, I
Not looking to you for some reason, but looking to search all of mine.
Just the ones with the like really long furry ears.
I was told to watch this tower.
You're doing a great job.
Put him on the other side of the door. You have 20 minutes.
Cool. Guys, we have 20 minutes to go inside the tower unobstructed, but you have to give him the bunny.
Got it.
What?
I fly up and I kind of dangle him like, okay, open up.
Hey now, hey guys, hey, we're friends here. I give you Blake.
I drop him into the snake.
Oh God!
And I tap Blake because I can still talk to animals, and I say, "See, free, Blake. Will you wait for us to go into the tower, Blakey?"
Farrah's not okay with
I
this.
remember in the pamphlet to get into Strixhaven, I think they offer therapy.
Will you
Yeah, I need to
wait?
get myself checked.
Will you wait for us to get out of the tower, Blakey?
Look, sometimes you gotta feed a snake a rabbit.
Yeah.
It's the circle of life.
Yeah, I'll wait.
It's mostly the screams.
Yeah, it's not great.
We will be back in less than 20 minutes.
Tell him to leave alone the snails.
I'll
Yeah.
just chill, Jake.
Oh, Farah.
Jake's
Pat, pat, pat. Pat, pat, pat.
I haven't met you, Jake.
It's
Hello.
like rubbing
Hi,
your belly. Like,
Hi,
yeah.
I'm Jake.
Jake's
She wouldn't rub your belly. She would rub your
Jake's
like the outside of your hip.
I hold the door open.
Now leave our snails alone, please, Mr. Snake Man.
Sure.
We should
If it makes you feel any better,
What a winning smile.
if it makes you feel any better, they would have got us and taken all of our stuff at the easiest provocations.
Well, doesn't make me feel better.
You see, like, Sir Talivor poking out around. I believe that as well. Yes. Mm-hmm.
I pick up Sir Talvar and put him on my back.
Pulls out his rapier / tiny dagger. Forward march!
You heard the man.
Into the tower.
Is this what we're doing?
Going in the tower? I guess so.
I'm taking orders from the tiny lizard. Okay. Alright. Not where I thought the name was gonna go.
We're just.
No, it's fine.
The
just saying-
music!
I'm just saying, when I woke up today, this is not what I expected.
Oh yeah, we need it.
Flown to mini bottles with music of the flute.
Slowly just marching in.
Alright.
Hey, you ain't here.
Marco!
Hello?
It just echoes all the way up. Spiral stairs, by the way.
You got it.
I'm gonna fly up the stairs.
Okay.
Fly up.
Yeah, there's bits of stairs that have like, nothing crazy, but like, 7 feet where people would have to jump across. Steps haven't been.
What is the tower like? We go inside the tower. What does it look like?
Yeah, when you get inside, it is. You have some of these beautiful old, just like moss-covered, stained glass on the side that gets a little bit of light, and it has. You can see where this probably was once a very beautiful sight to have. This tower seems to be like almost transplanted because there's like. You can see like where the door begins, but on the other side there's like grooves where it probably fit in on the side of another building at one point. It's like it's been transplanted completely.
Are there anything? Is there like any candles or torches or anything that we can light for?
Yeah, there's these old braziers that you could light on.
I'm gonna
the way
use
up.
Druidcraft to light up the towers so we can
Yeah.
see.
A lot of the webbing on it creates a really quick tinder for you to be able to light it.
Well, I mean, I like Druidcraft. Like I just.
Yeah, but like even that, like because the webs are there, it just lights up quick, like
Okay.
super quick. Yeah. Yeah, it's that quick little like burst of
Yeah,
fire.
and so she's just like.
Yeah, it's still dimly lit, but like once again, that little bit of what you can see non-moss covered stained glass creates this beautiful light that kind of comes through. There's a spiral stair that kind of leads up with about every, let's say about 10 to 15 feet. There's a little bit of a landing platform that has a little of a cove that people would probably stash like
Sneak into it and make out at.
more of like a chair or something like that for like a watchman to be posted at, every floor.
With whatever lady he brought back with him that
Absolutely,
day.
yeah.
Yeah, I just
Is
fly
this
up the
the-
center of the
Is this a
spiral.
shaggin' wagon of a
Yeah.
tower? What is
It's
going
weird
on
because
here?
like you're going up spiral, but you're also going like diag because it's a slanty tower. So like you're kind of going at this weird angle.
Just like a little sign that says if the tower is a slanted, don't come and knock.
If
Yeah.
the towers are rocking.
Go ahead and make a perception check because I'm assuming you're looking around for stuff. So
If the
I'm so
tower
good
is
at
held up by
perception.
brambles.
9. 9. My
Look,
passive's
just
11.
looking around as you're like flying through
You see anything?
with their passive of 11, like a lot of this looks pretty like just busted up stonework. A few skeletons, small skeletons, not like child, but like whatever they were, they're probably full grown at that size.
Gnome?
No, not gnome. You would be able to see gnome pretty quick. This is more of like a maybe gnome adjacent, thicker bone structure.
Thicker but gnome size.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Like a dwarf.
No, those are really big.
Those are a lot bigger than gnomes.
I asked my buddy, see anything?
Yes. I see skeletons of red caps.
Red cap. Well, I can't tell you.
Have you seen a red cap before?
No.
You seem to have gnome in you, yes? Gnomish blood.
I do.
Ah, yes. Red caps, fey equivalents, can be nasty little buggers. Usually
White
serving, I mean, the ones I've encountered serve hags.
nose. You know, the snail said there was a hag.
He also said
Somebody said there was a hag.
somebody out there said hag, and I want to know who it was.
Yeah, I mean, I said hag.
Hey!
I'm not leaving until I get answers.
But yeah, just going through, you don't. A lot of this just seems like skeletons and you know stones that have been broken apart. Most likely, this thing's been picked through like crazy. Yeah, I mean this thing's been here for a while.
This bitch empty.
Yeah, I was gonna say I looked for like some books or something, but judging from the description you're giving, like there doesn't seem to be anything.
Unfortunately, yeah, the best chances of books would be at the very, very top where there would be more of a landing space for it. And when you guys, I'm assuming you guys get to that area, you see bookshelves, but they are just emptied. You know what I mean? Like like bookshelves that have been crumbled to the ground, and people have probably brought axes or swords to them and just really destroyed whatever was up here and just pillaged
It's the
everything.
saddest thing I've ever seen.
Now here's the thing though. That snake was specifically told to watch this tower.
Well, he missed something.
But like you don't tell somebody to watch a tower if nothing's in it.
Did you ask him why?
No, he didn't say.
Did you ask? Oh. Well,
Did
I'm
he
out of
fly-
here.
Did
This
he
is...
fly back down?
Yeah, it was boring.
I will investigate.
You want to investigate? Go ahead. On the top floor, I'm guessing.
I'll bring her up next.
I mean, I'll just walk. It's fine.
You don't want to take all those stairs. Especially not stairs at this incline.
Especially now since we only got 20 minutes.
Mhm.
12.
12. Yeah, you're looking through, you see those broken bookshelves have just been tattered and destroyed.
I'm too sad to
It just bothers you know?
I'm too sad to look correctly.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like there was probably, this top floor was probably a post, like a watch post area. There's that little balcony that you can walk out onto. Most likely some kind of watchtower.
Well, I'll go out onto the balcony and see what I see.
Okay, yes, you go onto the balcony and you see the Queensway Causeway, right, from where you came. Still, a lot of the marsh below is so, covered in fog. To the east, you see this big hill, and you look away and you see this building that almost has like the structure of like an inn, right, to the north. And you look back at the hill, and then the hill's in a different spot.
Great.
And then you look back at the inn, it's in the same spot. You look back at the inn, and it's in the spot you saw it before. You look back at the inn, it's in a different spot.
The inn is moving?
The inn is moving. The hill is moving.
I was not prepared for how annoying the Feywild was going to be. Ossifer did not prepare me for this. Alright.
There seems to be a central waterway that leads up down the middle that would maybe be something to your guys' advantage in a transportation way. To the north, there's this gigantic, almost like earth tree stump. You know what I mean? Like a world tree, right? You know, like what once was something magnificent is just left over. And these, you know, in Ireland where they have like those rock walls that are like maybe like hip high and stuff like that. They kind of extend out from this trunk, this tree trunk, and it makes almost like a maze across, but also like a walkway that leads in, you know, this almost like different spherical pattern. Or not spherical, but circular pattern. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
You can't get, just based on the height of the bridge blocking it, you can't get a sight on Downsfall, just so you know. Downfall, sorry.
Okay.
Because that bridge is 100 feet high, blocking that.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I want to make sure that snake isn't eating my snails.
Yeah, you want to go check that out?
I mean, can I see it from the balcony?
Yeah, you look on the, because it went to the other side. It is not.
I push her off the balcony.
I kind of just nudge and then fly back up.
Yeah.
Asshole.
Anybody else?
I would like to go talk to Mr. Snake again. I feel like it hasn't been 10 minutes, maybe.
No, you're
How many
you're
opportunities
getting
are
up to
like
like
to
7
do
minutes
that
now.
without actually putting you in danger?
You could also do it and put me in danger. Can you imagine how much money we'd make?
So, Cotton, you gotta talk to the snake. What do you...
Yeah, so I say, hey, Mr. Snake, like, you said somebody told you to watch the tower, but, like, why did somebody tell you to watch the tower?
Bavlorna uses this as a watchtower.
To watch what?
People coming and going.
Like, she shows up sometimes and takes a peek, or, like, she has people here that
She sends servants like yours truly.
So you, like, go up in the tower and see who's, like, coming down the way?
No, I guard the base while others do.
And she doesn't, like, keep anything here? Like a secret tunnel or, like, a basement with cool stuff in it?
Me.
You are pretty cool.
And my brethren.
Well,
Those darned herring gone.
I mean... I'm sorry. Would you like me to plant some flowers and make their deaths not in vain?
Coughs out a little bone that kind of falls out.
Did you eat them?
are the snake bodies still there?
Is the body still there? Or...
No, bone of Herringon.
Oh.
Oh, I'm wondering if he's like, do you want me to put some flowers on? And then he's like,
That's what I got from it.
Spits
He's
out a
coughing
Herringon
out the
bone.
bone. Yeah.
Spits out a herringon bone. Cotton candy, without blinking, just grabs the bone to use for later.
Why'd you fix them both? Oh, I did hear there were some cool mushrooms that grow in bones.
Well,
I'm done with this place.
Over the tower?
So no cool secret tunnels, no cool basements, no cool sparkly things.
You could make a persuasion check. Fast.
I would like to do that.
Yep.
Oh,
With advantage?
Huh?
Advantage or?
Yeah, because you're doing an animal. Speak of animal, sorry.
Now, do you get advantage with speak with animals, or is that animal friendship?
Ooh, good question. I don't remember.
'Cause I think speak with animals just means you can communicate with them.
Yeah, I honestly don't
I'm pretty sure
remember.
you need animal friendship to get the advantage on interacting.
It might be. You might be right on that one.
That is true.
So it would just be a regular roll.
I just figured I'll reroll since one of them was a natural 20.
Sorry to rules, lawyer.
Yeah, no, I forgot about animal friendship as a spell, to be honest.
14.
14.
Oh. Okay. Okay, that's cool.
Sir Talavar, who's on Vassie at this point, goes, So, where to next? Where do we go? I was gonna go to Telling Hill if I didn't go here. Jingle Jingle had the key to my lock.
No, Jingle Jangle didn't have the key to your lock.
No, that was Will
No,
Lock.
Jingle Jingle's a goblin, sweet one.
Oh,
Obviously.
on the hill.
Obviously.
Yes.
To tell me how.
Did I not lead with that?
Away from the stick.
Yeah, let's.
Bye, dude.
I saw Telemi Hill. It was kind of moving, but that seems to be kind of a common thing of the landscape around here. So it was over to the east though, and it is a giant hill, so it can't be too hard to find, right?
Yeah, you have hills that walk, you have hills that talk. Sometimes you got a hill that plays basketball.
I like the dancing
It
hills.
seems like it would be unfair for a hill to play basketball. They're so tall.
Well, I mean, it's part of a team. There's like playoffs and
I mean, there's big trees that relate to you.
everything.
Truly March Madness.
Well, as you guys make your way towards Telemi Hill, this would be a great spot for us to pause here and pick this up next time.
I thought we were gonna kill those people.
I did too. I had a map.
We did.
I
Yeah,
thought we
like
were gonna do
we-
it ourselves.
We definitely killed those people.
You telling me I spent all that time this morning?
You
For
think
no
that's
reason.
the only thing I have planned?
Also,
Because you printed 2 maps!
Ah!
he'll
Ah!
reuse the map. But they came in singing a song about robbing people, and Bassie was just like,
Yeah.
"You can try."
Yeah.
My-
So
my-
glad that
They
we
were
now
doomed
come
the
from
moment
court
they
of these nuts.
they beat snails.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Who the hell does that?
I very specifically was really anxious about being robbed because I have that fucking pocket watch.
Oh.
yeah.
Bassie's like, "How do you dissuade a pickpocket? Step 1, don't reveal where the thing you don't want stolen is. So I'm not going to pat it."
I mean,
that's how they get you. Is they see that there's like, "Oh, watch out for pickpockets," and they fucking pat their shoulders to make sure their wall
Yep,
is still
yep, absolutely.
and shit like that. So Vassie's like, "I'm not gonna pat it. I'm not gonna draw attention to it. I'm not gonna look anxious, but I am gonna beat the fuck out of them."
Cotton Candy's anxious about it because she carries literally everything she owns on her body at all times.
Farah was gonna, from the get, when they started singing, my intention was just to manipulate them
She's also not very
to
anxious.
sing, to literally sing the song back to them. And just be like, yeah, we're obviously all part of the same crew. That way!
Not a bad idea.
You
If only-
wanted
sorry,
to
if not for the
support
fact that we all kinda
Agdon
look weird.
Longscarf?
Oh no, you look fine. You look fine here. You
Yeah,
look
she's a changeling. She's fine.
Well, it depends what she looks like specifically.
Changeling's natural state is still very fey looking. Yeah.
That's true, you could have just turned into a hair.
But we're like,
I mean, you're purple.
The thing that works for you guys is that you're not just quite tiefling or quite gnome. You're like this mix between that with purplish color that really works well for you guys.
The first person I met in the Feywild was a purple tiefling.
Yeah.
It was at
Okay.
the carnival though, so who knows where they came from.
Sis.
First person I met was a purple tiefling.
Mom?
All right, so you have found Slanty Tower. It slants, as you can see, and we are on our way to Telemi Hill. With that
The
being
leaning
said,
tower of fucking nothing.
of fucking nothing. Absolutely nothing in there except skeletons of red caps.
Why is it fucking nothing and when you can fuck me?
Yeah, see?
Like the slant?
There you go. Oh, nice. We didn't do the thing this time where we put the map on there, did we? We gotta remember that next time. Well, Kat, tell us about our sponsors for today.
Oh my goodness, we have so many fun sponsors and people that support our show. If you go to any of our social media, which would be Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and Bluesky and Hive.
Thanks, Cotton.
Thanks,
Mastodon. You can find all of our sponsors, but today we'd like to highlight. I don't know why I looked. It's always the same for Strixhaven. Druidcraft Woodworks and Chris's awesome, fantastic wood.
Lizards 10. Use the code.
Do it. You'll get a discount. You'll support Chris. You'll support us. You'll get really cool wood, really cool TTRPG products. You'll get to play a game with your TTRPG products, and that game will be better than it would be if you didn't have those TTRPG products.
Dude, he has Pokemon stuff. He has Magic the Gathering
That's
stuff.
true. He has lots of things.
Yeah.
You can also check out our buds. 5 GMs in a trench coat.
5 GMs in a trench coat.
I'm sorry for pausing on your all's name there. They're really fantastic. I just can't read my own typing because I'm not wearing glasses. 5 GMs in a trench coat is fracking fantabulous, and I recommend listening to their podcast.
Fracking.
Fracking.
Oh god, we're
Can
getting
we just go back to video game high school?
Yeah, we're getting
Almost positive that they're one of my buddies who was also nominated for a Crit Award,
They
which by the time you see this might not matter because they might have won by that point.
Sounds like it would matter pretty good then.
Yeah.
Well, not being nominated because you can't go vote because
The
I
fact
don't know
that
when
they
we're
were
releasing
is a
this.
lifelong.
Oh, I didn't realize that's what you were trying to say.
Yeah, I was gonna say go vote for them, but this might actually release after the awards have been announced. So
But if they have, go check them out anyway, because that would be a great idea. Also,
they're
Stacy.
cool.
Edited whether or not they won.
Yeah.
edit it in, yeah. Also,
Yes.
You just call it
tell me
Stacy.
tell me where they got
I said
such a large
Stacy.
trench coat, because 5 people in one trench coat, that's a lot of
It's
A lot of
a
trench.
glorious trench coat, for being honest.
That's pretty hot.
It's
Yeah.
a deep trench, as they say.
I'll show you a deep
I'll coat that
trench.
trench.
I don't think you want.
Hearts, guys.
Hey, do we have a question of the day for today?
How big is your trench coat and why is it penguin?
Yeah.
Which way does your
How-
tower slant?
Is it
Nice.
Is it imperial penguin size? Is it
Yeah.
not emperor, but imperial?
How big is your trench coat?
If you know what I mean.
And if you don't, still.
Do you have a trench coat?
I don't know what a trench
If
coat.
not, is it for religious reasons?
What the
It's early,
Oh, that was
guys.
good. That
Can
was
we
good.
roll yet?
Can we roll yet? That is true.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to 5 Gyms in a Trench Coat.
Excuse me?
Yeah?
What's that?
You want to know what 5 Gyms in a trench coat is? Let us tell you.
It's the adhesive that keeps the fragile pieces of my sanity together.
Well, okay, Jesse, what it actually is a narrative-driven TTRPG actual play where 5 friends take turns weaving stories through the tabletop game of their choice.
Of their choice.
Each season?
Each season.
That's pretty cool.
I
We are.
disagree.
Oh.
I feel it's the adhesive.
So, like, you guys aren't all in a trench coat?
No, we're definitely in a trench coat.
How does that work?
Get her.
Before I'm caught, you can check out 5 Gyms in a Trench Coat just about anywhere you get your podcasts, or you can check out our website at 5gymsinatrenchcoat.com. Oh my god, they really are all in a trench coat.